let's get back to 100 line. Who's ready for killing games? Yay, killing games! Right. One more thing I need to do, and that's update the stream information. The 100 line. Last Defense Academy. 22 out of 100 still, I think. 100 line. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Okay. Here it is. And I gotta change the game capture. And I gotta plug in my controller, because this is definitely a much more controller-friendly game. Dun dun dun. Sorry about that. Alright, how many clears do we actually have? It's still 22. Excellent. Okay, continue. Here we go! Killing game time! On day 26. It's nice to have 100 line to fall back on at least. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
Another Uchikoshi game. We're not on an Uchikoshi route yet. We will be soon. Maybe. It'll be a while.
Get ready for your 26th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day
enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy. It's morning. I barely slept last night. I woke up over and over again seeing Kurata's face when she died in my nightmares. They won't get away after killing my friends so horribly. If I could, I'd kill them right now! No sleep for Takumi Sumino. Yeah! He should get an eyeball, but it's Eito and he's like, "You're disgusting and I hate you." You repulsive, ugly beast! But right now, we're too weak. We can't beat them. One poor attempt to revolt and we'd just be massacred. For now, we just have to obey. We just have to play the game. They wanted us to come back to the leisure lounge when we woke up. Terrible timeline? No, it's the perfect timeline. That's the real ending to the game. I hurried off to the leisure lounge. On my way to the leisure lounge, I came across Nozomi and Moko in the hall. Nozomi, are you okay? You're so pale. I couldn't sleep last night. I just can't believe it. Kurata, she's gone. Kurata, I didn't know what to say. What could I do for her after she lost a close friend? We buried her. Make sure you say goodbye to her later, okay, Takumi? Yeah, I promise I will. They're not gonna get away with killing Kurata. I'll do whatever it takes to avenge her. But now's not the time. They're a bit too strong for us right now. So we're all gonna play this game for a little while and wait for our chance. For now, we just have to push all this grief down and grit our teeth. Knowing how to bide your time is an important part of fighting. Nozomi was barely able to hold steady on her own 2 feet. Moko looked after her as they walked to the leisure lounge. I made a vow to myself as I watched Nozomi walk away. No matter how this game turns out, I'll protect Nozomi to the end! No, not just Nozomi. I won't let anyone else die! Because I came back here to protect them and grab hold of a future where we can find happiness! Too fucking bad, Takumi. You're not on the right timeline for that. You keep telling yourself that, Takumi, yeah. At last, I present to you the rules of the Invader Hunt! Once we were all in the leisure lounge, the sponsor began to explain the rules without any preamble. The rules are exceedingly simple. All you have to do is hunt the creatures known as invaders. You will gain points for every invader hunted, which will be tallied
and reflected in the live rankings.
The names of everyone in the room were shown on a screen being held up by 2 bees. Held up by 2 bees. Did you forget that the sponsor's whole thing is the hemo-anima drinking bees that are person-sized that can pull you up and just suck you dry?
One round lasts 10 days. The person ranked last at midnight on the 10th day will be executed. Their cryptoglobin drained by my bees.
By my bees. Executed. Kurata's death was proof that this was no bluff. No, when they say dry, they mean dry. It's you can enjoy yourself once. They could easily kill us all. In short, we need to try and kill as many invaders as possible. I'm glad we don't have to actually kill each other or anything. I mean, not glad, but... If we're just hunting invaders, then we just keep fighting defensive battles, right? That's the same shit we were doing anyway. Not at all. What you were doing was merely defending your base. Hunting and defending are entirely different. To hunt, you must go out. The playing field is a space outside of the school. You will not receive points for any invaders killed at the school, no matter how many. Hot? No! We can't get points anywhere in the area shaded red. That's anywhere within school grounds. That means if we want points, we'll have to go hunt down invaders wandering outside. So we're being forced to fight outside of the ring, then. It's too much for a shut-in like me to be forced outside like this. But what happens if the invaders attack the school while we're all out there? If a commander strikes and the place is empty, it's the end of the line. All you need to do is engage them before they infiltrate the school grounds. They say that a good offense is the best defense, after all. Then we can't stray too far from the school. If we're not careful about how many battles we fight out there, we'll end up disqualified for going out of the ring. So we need to hunt in a place where we can quickly return to the school if something happens. But how are you going to track how many invaders we hunt down out there? You're not counting on an honor system, right? Someone would definitely end up lying about their numbers. These bees will count your points. Whenever you kill invaders, they will count the points and report them to me. In other words, these bees will be the monitoring our actions while we're playing this game. These fucking bees, man. Guess running away isn't going to be an option. And last but not least, the most important rule of all, you are strictly forbidden from causing me harm while the game is underway. Anyone who defies me will immediately become food for my bees. Try not to lose your cool. A rather tyrannical one-sided rule, isn't it? Does this mean we can't resist even if you use violence against us? Don't worry, I will not lay a finger on any of you. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. In other words, they won't hurt us so long as we do what they say. That's the sort of thing that, that's the sort of rule that comes about, the game will cease. Yeah, the game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. Yeah, so that is a way to try and get it to work, but you would have to find a way to make it so that the sponsor inflicts harm without just cause, which would be difficult because it seems like they don't want to do that. But it is an out. It is an escape plan. But you're the one who enforces these rules. If you turn on us, we're entirely without recourse. Like when Mondo attacks Monokuma? Yeah, exactly. I intend to run this game as fairly as possible. Otherwise, things would be very boring. I promise not to violate the rules. Please trust me on that. There's no way we can trust them, but we're in no position to argue. I mean, what are we gonna do? Now then, that concludes the explanation of the rules. There are plenty of other hidden rules, but I'm not so inclined as to give them all away at this juncture. Come up with the strategies on your own. Doing is learning. The sponsor looked at all of us and shouted,
Special Defense Unit maggots, participants of my game, assume your new roles as proud hunters and claim as many invaders as you can. The invader hunt has hereby officially begun.
Yippee! Without so much as a moment to prepare, the game was on. But I wasn't sure how I was supposed to handle our newly assigned task. I decided to go back to my room and prepare to leave school grounds. Hidden rules? Yeah, apparently. It's probably something about, like, you need to kill at least one or you're also eliminated. Nah. Messed up indeed. The Invader Hunt is a point-based hunting game. I decided to review the rules of the game. Hunt invaders, outside the grounds. Basically, no matter what we do in the defensive battle, it wouldn't be worth any points. If we wanted points, we had to go out exploring and hunt down any invaders we come across. But it's way too dangerous to constantly be fighting out there. If we died outside school grounds, the drones wouldn't collect our bodies, and the Revive-O-Matic wouldn't revive us. Death would truly be final. We have to be careful so we don't die, and if we want to do that, we should probably form teams. In a team, there's be someone there to have our backs, and we could look out after one another to keep each other alive. We need comrades if we want to survive. Okay, before I go out, I should find someone to partner up with. I decided to go talk to everyone to see if anyone would want to team up with me. For some reason, when I went out onto the roof, everyone was already there. There was no sign of Dotami or Hideko, but almost everyone else was there. Takumi. Oh, everyone. Great timing. I just figured out a way we can survive this game. Do you mind if we talk? Everyone rushed over to me, and I explained the necessity of forming teams. So I think we should at least be in pairs. Trying to do this solo will just end in game over the moment you take a lethal hit. Yeah, we were just saying the same thing. That we should work in teams, I mean. We were actually just deciding the teams. In short, we're right in the middle of a draft meeting. Kako pulled out a piece of paper with the members of each team written on it. The first team is us boys and Sister Dearest. And the second team is all of the girls. We might end up spending a lot of time together from now on, so we thought grouping up by gender would make sense. What we're worried about is Yugamu, who's nowhere to be found. They didn't invite Takumi. Yeah, fuck Takumi, first of all. But second of all, I think they still think that Takumi is still somehow involved in Gaku's death. Though it's probably harder to say that with certainty, considering I got knocked out by someone, and then here's the sponsor, and he's the secret hidden, whoever's member that's been hiding here and has been murdering people, He's a boy, but it's entirely possible he'd like to stick with Miss Kirifuji and Miss Magadori, as he's done up to this point. But if we put Yugamu in Team 2, then we should put Hideko in Team 1. Miss Shizuhara is very strong, so we were discussing giving preferential negotiating rights to the weaker team. Preferential negotiating rights? This is really like a sports draft. By the way, what team do you want me in? It would make sense if I was in the male-centric team, but you have to play alone. Nobody wants you. I fucking knew it. What? I was so shocked that my voice withered away mid-exclamation. Why? Why am I the only one being left out? Don't tell me you guys are still suspicious of me. I thought we cleared things up about Gaku. I didn't kill him. It was a sponsor. Isn't that obvious? No, we're all on the same page there. They're definitely the one who killed Mr. Maruko. They destroyed Side too. They're behind everything. Lie. Then why? Mr. Sumino, have you forgotten? You killed Mr. Atsuki. Sure, but why bring that up again? He was a traitor. He had to go. Even if I grant you that, he was still one of us. If you had a comrade who could kill another comrade without batting an eye, would you want to team up with them in a killing game? No way. You've got to be kidding. But... And whenever you do anything, someone invariably ends up dead.
You're cursed. Do us all a favor and get out of here.
Damn!
You're more than cursed. You're the Grim Reaper.
No, Eito is the Grim Reaper. Did you see his cool scythe? Maybe you didn't. Ooh, maybe I should have kept the scythe as proof that he was evil. The Grim Reaper? It stung, but I couldn't argue. It was true that I was the common denominator in all of the deaths so far. I came back to the past and immediately killed Eito. And because I ignored the message on the blackboard on day 4, Gaku was killed the next day. And 2 days ago, I decided to join the game and encourage everyone to join with me. And because of that, Kurata died. So brutally. If you hadn't convinced us to join this game, Lady Kurata would still be with us. It's all your fault. All of it. Give her back. Give Lady Kurata back to me.
The blood of Lady Kurata is on your hands!
Ugh. Kyoshika drew closer to me, letting out a pained cry. 2 days ago, it was day 25. 2 days ago, we agreed to do the killing game. No, yeah, it was just 1 day ago, wasn't it? Yeah, no, because if we go to the chapter select, we can actually see Kurata dies night of day 25. So yeah, and day 24 was not join the invader hunt. Yeah, okay, well, 24 hours was investigating Gaku. Yeah, well, whatever. I couldn't bring myself to meet her eyes, which are now red and swollen from crying. Kyoshika, no. Moko put herself between us and embraced Kyoshika. Blaming Takumi won't bring her back. It'll just make it hurt even more. But... Knowing how to swallow your sorrow is part of fighting. We need to be strong right now. I'm sorry, Takumi. Kyoshika understands, I swear. She knows it's not your fault Kurata died. But she has no outlet for her grief, so she's just taking it out on you. I was so shocked that I couldn't utter a single word. I had no idea everyone had so much contempt for me. All I ever wanted to do was to make everyone happy. That was why I came back. Where did it all go wrong when you killed Eito? I swear, Lady Luck or Fortune or whatever the hell she's called turned against you the moment you offed Eito. So true, bestie. This whole slew of shit speaks for itself. Now even I can help you out here. Sorry, but you're on your own. Sorry, Takumi. Everyone left one after the other, leaving me all alone on the rooftop. I felt total despair. This is my first time being so obviously and intentionally isolated. I always had Kadoa by my side in the TRC, and my mom and dad were always waiting at the dinner table whenever I went home. Dad? You have one? But now, here I was, all alone. Not even the goodwill earned by saving Takemoto and sparing Ava helped anything. Well, he has one, a dad? Yeah, exactly. But we didn't save shit. We didn't spare Ava yet. She's not here. She doesn't exist. We didn't save Takemoto specifically. I don't think. You know? I would have to face this game of death all by myself. Nobody would ever want to team up with the Grim Reaper. But then, I thought of something. That's right, Hiriko. I saw Hiriko in my mind's eye. On day 5, she took me to 2nd Last Defense Academy. I said we needed to bring in a second team to increase our combat power. Okay, you reached the previous stream? Okay. Well, I saved Takemoto. But yeah, no, everything fucking sucks. I can never really tell what she's thinking, but she's a surprisingly caring person. She might be willing to work with me on this. Maybe I should ask Hiriko if she'll team up with me? Feeling a sliver of hope, I decided to stop by Hiriko's room. I was praying hard as I rang her doorbell. Please, Hiriko, you have to answer. If you forsake me too, it's all over. Saving Takemoto is why Takumi was in a coma. That's right. The saving Takemoto from the attack. Right. Maybe my prayers were answered because... Takumi, what do you need at this hour? Hiriko, thank goodness you're still here. I was almost tearing up with happiness. I'm so glad you're here. So glad. The moment I met you, you stirred my soul. Can I go back inside? You're creeping me out. No, wait. Just hear me out, please. Takumi, stop being weird challenge for 1 second. Impossible. You're not about to try to tell me something about the word of God, are you? No. I explained everything that had just happened. I didn't leave out a single detail. I told her how they called me the Grim Reaper, how no one would team up with me. He's going through it right now. Yeah, but still, come on. So, your already very low popularity has now hit rock bottom, then. It hurts when you lay it out like that, but in a nutshell, yes. At this rate, I'll have to do the invader hunt all alone. I'm begging you, Hiriko. There's no one else I can trust. Please team up with me. I lowered my head and pleaded sincerely. I believe that if anyone lent me a hand to pull me out of my predicament, it would be Hiriko, but... I'm afraid I must disappoint you. My hope was crushed. Is there anything I can do to change your mind? If you team up with me, I'll work myself to the bone for you. I promise I'll be useful to you.
Oh.
It's simply not possible. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Do you think I'm the Grim Reaper too? Please, I don't believe in that kind of superstitious nonsense. I simply have my own situation to deal with. Besides, I already have a partner. You do? Just then. Translation, for those who don't speak dog. Get lost, Takumi. Mistress Hideko is all mine. Darumi? She's mine. All mine.
Oh.
Stupid puppy. I told you not to come out. Go back into your doghouse like a good girl. So, yeah. I've got my own situation to deal with, and it is a... it is a puppy play situation. You wouldn't understand. Don't be mad at me, Mistress Hideko. What's going on? Why is Darumi barking?
Oh.
You know how this one's been an overexcited nuisance since the killing game was announced, right? So I turned her into my dog. I don't understand the slightest. Basically, I used strength to make her submit, and it broke her a little. Come to think of it, Darumi had been unusually quiet during the announcement of the rules. I guess she was already a dog at that point? Normal sentences said by normal people.
Oh.
I have a responsibility to her as her owner, so I'll be playing the game with her. Go away! No boys allowed in the Yuri Zone! Let's go! Yuri Zone gaming! I could have sworn that when I saw this line, it was in the cafeteria. But it's fine that it makes sense. It's here. That's fine. She's all mine! I instinctively fled after being ferociously barked at by Darumi. This is why it was definitely on the roof. Well, it's been a while, okay? I haven't looked at the Yuri Zone in a bit. I guess I'm on my own then. I felt strangely refreshed after being so cleanly rejected. Fine, I'll play by myself. I'll hunt down the invaders on my own and survive all on my own too. Half sulking, I headed to the entrance hall. But what about Yugamu? You know Yugamu. There was someone unexpected waiting for me when I arrived at the entrance hall. How pitiful that you must go all alone. Are you going to hunt or to be hunted? Were you waiting here so you could laugh at me? No, I merely came to give you some information. I failed to mention it earlier, but I have added more fire extinguishers. Now you may go outside at any time. You should all hunt whenever it pleases you. They're pretty prepared. How long have they been planning this? Now then, go out there and hunt! Struggle away for my amusement. Thanks. I would also run from Darumi whether she barked or not. And that's what makes you a coward. It's dangerous to stray too far from the school. I should try to find invaders as close by as possible. I'm pretty sure a decent number of invaders were wandering around the city to the south. I'll head over there today. And just as I thought, there was a large number of invaders inhabiting the nearby city. They roamed around the ruins like zombies with no will of their own. They were all just basic cannon fodder. I could defeat them on my own. I sensed their presence and glanced up in the air to see one of the sponsor's bees were tailing me. You must be here to count my points. Okay, here it goes. I stealthed my breath and slowly crept up on one of the invaders. Time to attack with everything I've got. I wanted to attack, but my legs froze. I couldn't move. Am I scared? I'd fought on my own plenty of times before, but there was a difference between choosing to go it alone and having no alternative. I was going to have to fight alone forever. I was scared of confronting that truth. But I can't just cower forever, can I? I took a deep breath and steeled myself. Yeah! This time I leapt out in front of the invader. Yeah, combat. Yeah. This is easy. You know what? Just to prove how easy this is, I'm just gonna spring trap over here and start from this end. That's what I'm gonna do.
Good to go.
Attack
This should do
potion
it. Say
and
when.
side slash.
Yeah.
Look at that
Got
AP
it.
bonus.
Let's do this. Take this. All right, here we go. Here.
Yeah.
Got it. Say when. Yeah. All right, I've got this. Take that. Let's do
Man,
this.
I'm so good at this game.
Let's go. That's it. Let's
Okay,
do this.
one agility
Time to
potion,
use it.
and I can take care of it.
Ready when you are.
Oh, wave 1 of 3. Okay, that's fine. I've got my voltage still. I was already exhausted, even though I only killed off a few minions. I can't come back if I die out here. The lingering fear of death weighed heavily on my mind and body. But I couldn't afford to rest. I had to do whatever it took to get more points, not to mention there's just more guys. Invaders drawn by the sound of fighting were showing up one after the other. They were beginning to surround me. I prepared to face the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between.
Let's do this. There. My turn. Ha! Got it. Here we go. Here. Let's do this. Ha! All right. Say when.
Okay. I'll do a move again.
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go. Here we go. Gotta push it.
I'll also do an attack bonus,
I've got this. Not bad.
just to make sure that I can continue taking out these guys in kind of one shot.
Ready when you are. That's it. Got it. I've got this. Here. All. Say when. Yeah.
I'll end the turn here. That's fine. We'll just wait for this guy to come and get me. 1 damage is fine.
I've got this. Good to go. Ha!
Bing, bing, bing. Perfect. Some aerial guys. Nah, this is great. No, Takumi, you're fine. Shut up. No matter how many I kill, more just keep cropping up. Invaders kept streaming in until it was completely surrounded. They were just mooks, but there were too many of them. My stamina was at its limit.
I wish I wasn't alone.
I needed to toughen up, but just telling myself that wasn't doing anything. For the first time, I truly felt how alone I was. At this rate, I'll die, without anyone ever knowing. Just then...
I'll help you out, Takumi.
Yugamu! I heard a voice and turned around. Standing there was...
Yugamu! Of course. Showing up uninvited but sorely needed. It's everybody's beloved Yugamu Omokage.
Yugamu!
What are you doing here? Were you trying to score some kills out here too? We can talk later. Let's take care of these things first. Our first joint effort.
There was something creepy about how he put it, but I was grateful for him in the moment. Our breaths synced up and we began to clean up the swarm of invaders.
I've got this.
Yeah, we. 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 Did my attack boost go away? My attack boost went away.
Let's do this. Harder. I've got
I guess it
this.
didn't
This should
actually.
do
No,
it.
it's fine. I'll just
Let's
use
do
this.
this.
Okay.
Here.
Hiya.
Got it. Here we go. Take this. All right. I've got this. There. My turn. Yeah. Let's do this. Ha! Here we go. Yeah! Got it! I've got this. Take this! I'm good to go. Experiment time. I can't wait.
Well, I mean, this is just
I'm
it. I'll
good
just
to
use
go.
the fucking
I'll
boost.
kill them all.
But yeah. Thank you, Gamu. I'll give you a few. I'll give you a fucking smiggin, a minuscule handful of fucking invaders to take care of. It was mostly Takumi. Is that all of them? Seems so. I don't sense any trace of them. Well fought, Takumi. You're in quite a predicament considering it's the first day. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked to see how they just kept coming. I was almost killed by a bunch of weaklings. Fighting truly isn't something to be done alone. Right, I didn't get to properly thank you. You saved me, Yugamu. Thank you. If you hadn't run into me here, I might have been the first to be eliminated from the invader hunt. Oh, no need to thank me. It wasn't by coincidence that we met here. It wasn't? Yes, I've been following you all morning. You had no idea, did you? Tailing people is one of my specialties. Was he just joking to play off his embarrassment? No, that doesn't seem like what's going on here. He really was following me. Then it makes sense why he showed up at the perfect time to save me. But why? What was the point of following me? Oh, for the love of murder, don't be so wary of me, Takumi. I'm not going to eat you, all right? Although you look plenty delicious to me. How could I not be wary of an assassin? Yugamu Omokage, the descendant of a family of assassins. I'll come right out and ask, why were you following me? I was figuring out my timing. I wanted to come gallantly to your rescue if you found yourself in trouble. Then I'd be able to show you how useful I am. Call it a courtship display. Why is everything you say so creepy? He's saying it with love, Takumi, you asshole. Accept his proposal. Well, that's the long and short of it. He muttered as he held out his right hand to me.
Takumi, would you team up with me?
He's offering to form a team. It was all I ever wanted in my isolation, but why do you want to team up with someone everyone hates? Wouldn't you rather be with Nozomi or Kyoshika or the others? I don't do well in groups. Honestly, I'd rather enjoy my kills alone, but going in alone is too risky. So I thought buddying up with the odd man out would be just the thing. Is that really the only reason? It made sense, but it's hard to decipher his true intentions. I was sure he was planning something, given that he went out of his way to ask me after I'd been ostracized, but if I turned down his offer, I'd have to hunt alone forever. Well, will you join me or not? What do I do? Should I team up with Yugamu? Oh, it's a choice? It's a real choice? Sure. I mean, fuck it, it's Yugamu. Sure. You know. Like, I know I'm good enough at this fucking game to go it completely alone, but, like, I'm not gonna make Takumi do it alone, you know? Come on. It's Yugamu. We love Yugamu. Well, I love Yugamu. Y'all, you know, it's my stream. I'm allowed to have Yugamu if I want. Well, you're stuck with me for a while then. I shook Yugamu's hand. Whether he could be trusted was beside the point. I simply couldn't carry on like this all by myself for much longer. For now, I'd team up with Yugamu. I'm glad to see our hearts are in tune with each other, partner. Wanna try for the best couple award while we're at it? Don't think they're giving out awards here. Also, you and I are not a couple. That's secondary to the fact that there's not an award for it? Well, Yugamu and I were trading quips. We heard it. Boom. What the? There was an ear-splitting sound and the earth shook, but it wasn't an earthquake. It felt more like... I sensed a torrential gush of overwhelming energy. Somebody with an incredible power is present nearby.
Yeah.
Don't tell me commanders are joining the hunt. That would be bad news. Just two of us wouldn't be enough to deal with a commander. A little bit of reconnaissance would go a long way right now. Tiptoe after me as quietly as you can manage, Takumi. Right. We cautiously made our way toward the source of the sound, hiding behind pieces of rubble along the way. And then...
Hey! You saw that, Mistress Hirago? My 18th invader kill! How have you been treating them?
What the
The bloodiest brand of carnage only I can dish out. What else?
It's Yuri's Zone, baby!
Now save your breath for tearing them from limb to limb. Let those entrails fly. Let the bloodworks explode far and wide.
Oh, my mistress, Hirako! Nobody goes wild as beautifully as you!
Jesus Christ.
Your rampaging form electrifies me! You're everything I long to become!
Yeah.
Those two are enjoying this way too much. They aren't hunting anymore. They're straight up massacring every invader they see. It kills me to say this, but I'm afraid you must cede the best couple award to them. Something feels off, though. Hidiko's always been strong, but when did Datomi get so powerful? She hadn't joined any defensive battles before this and should be woefully unfamiliar with combat. The euphoria of finally being able to take part in a killing game has likely unlocked the latent potential in her hemo anima, making it bloom. That's an unconventional way to unlock latent potential. Why the gripe? Potential is logic-defying by definition. Also, we should totally call it a day and head back now. They've likely already murdered all the invaders in this area anyway. Yeah, we've earned enough points today. Let's go back and rest up for tomorrow. We made our way back and decided to drop by the leisure lounge before returning to our rooms. We checked the leaderboard. Okay, so it's not a... Okay, that's how they get around it. I thought it was going to be who is listed, but no, it's like the number of invaders killed, but it's just a straight up and down ranking. Oh God, yeah, no, Shoma's going to be the first to go, isn't he? Wait, Shoma wasn't on a team, was he? Like they said, Ima and Takamaru said me and the boys, but and Kako, but Shoma wasn't there at the meeting. Did he stay home? Did he not go out and kill invaders? He's gonna die. Oh, cool. Takumi's third. Awesome.
Unsurprisingly, those two are in the top spots. I expect they'll be staying ahead of the pack for a long time to come.
I'm in third place? Honestly, I thought I'd be much lower than that. Well, I did take out quite a number of invaders today.
And I'm in fourth. If we keep this up, we won't fall to the bottom of the rankings in the first round, at least.
Surprised Nozomi's above Tsubasa? Okay, actually, real. Actually, real and true, because what Nozomi has 1-2 range attack that's terrible. It's a terrible attack. The first round of this game will last until day 35. Whoever finishes last in each round will be executed. I decided I wouldn't keep tabs on where the others were placed. Ensuring my own survival is more important, and besides...
You're cursed!
You're more than cursed. You're the grit.
The blood of Lady Kurata is on your hands!
I shouldn't be letting the people ostracizing me live rent-free in my head anyway. It's useful in a pinch, but not very good at clearing waves. Yeah, exactly. No, especially not compared to Tsubasa, the wave clearer. Anyways. What a day. And the constant fighting and stress of possible death had strained my mind and body to their limits. I wanted to rest early to recover from the fatigue, but... Ding dong. Oh, no.
Hey!
Care to explain what you're doing in my room? It's just something buddies do, right? And that's what we are. Buddies, partners, bosom chums. It goes without saying we need to be joined at the hip. It's still morning? It's not. They just forgot to update it. Join your own hips and get out of here. Come on, bud. Humor me. Pretend we're brainstorming strategies for the rest of the hunt. How about that? This game's more of a marathon than a sprint, so we gotta come up with a long-term plan. Playing it by the ear the whole time is bound to lead us to quick and easy deaths. He makes a very good point. Can't you at least make it clear whether you want to be disgusting or discreet? Who would I be if I didn't dabble in a little bit of both? Call me a double dipper if that's what turns you on.
Hey!
In your dreams! After that, we spent several hours discussing strategies for surviving the killing game in the days to come.
Hey, soldiers. It's time. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Don't encourage him, Takumi. Well, the issue is he's just going to be like that. And really, I think I think Yugamu is going to fix Takumi. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Yugamu is going to make Takumi realize he is gay.
Well then, good night.
Bedtime already? Time flies when you're having so much fun. If you don't mind, Takumi, we can continue the rest of this conversation in bed. Of course I mind. It's about time you went to your own room. Blush. Blush. Blushy. He's blushing. Oh, Takumi, throwing me out after our exciting intercourse without any pillow talk at all? How cold is your heart?
Hey!
Stone cold. Out. Now. After chasing Yugamu out of my room, I crawled into bed and closed my eyes. I had to grab every second of sleep I could to let my tired body recover, but... I swear, Lady Luck or Fortune, whatever the hell she's called, turned against you the moment you offed Ato.
Oh.
Ugh. Their words from this morning reverberated around my mind, preventing me from slipping into a restful slumber. How did it turn out like this? You killed Ato. Shouldn't have did that. I came back in time to lead everyone toward a brighter future. So why am I being so despised? What I wouldn't give to return to those happy days. Well, day 27. Let today's hunt begin. I trust you're ready, Takumi. Yeah, ready when you are. On day 2 of the invader hunt, we went out to explore the city again, to earn points by hunting down any invaders we can find. Found some right off the bat. Hey, not every ending where Ato dies is bad. That's not true. We've got, everyone's dead. We've got everyone's dead. We've got, everyone's dead. We've got everyone's dead. We've got, Kyoshika lives. We've got everyone's dead. And then we've got, Fish and, who gives a shit about what happened, actually. No, they're bad because they were fish. I turned in the direction Yugamu mentioned and found the invaders lurking behind a ruined building, like he said. I don't think they've noticed us yet. Let's get closer and catch them by surprise. Put on your pussy boots and slink behind me, Takumi. Sure. What phrasing was that? Yugamu had clearly adapted well to the rhythm of the game. He knew how to take quick and decisive action to earn points for our continued survival. Well, pussyfootin' boots. You know, the boots you use to pussyfoot around. That's what it is. That's only what it could be. I, on the other hand, my feelings had yet to catch up to the strange situation of me participating in a killing game with him as my teammate. What was I doing? Why did Yugamu propose a partnership in the first place? Was my life even worth living if I had to kick someone else down to do it? There were so many things on my mind, but... Come on, Takumi, time to sound the death knell for them. I didn't have the luxury of time to think them through. Fighting to survive was the only thing I could afford to do now. Battle start.
Good to go. Let's do this.
Let's see if I can do something like this.
Ready when you are.
Do something
Time
like
to
this.
use. Thank you.
And
Say
do something
when.
like this.
This should do it. Thanks.
There we go.
I've got this. Yeah! Oh, here we go. Here. Got. Ready when you are. Yeah! All right. Let's go. Yeah! Got it. I've got this.
Let's do this.
Awesome.
Got
All right.
it.
And then,
Let's get to the
you can
killing.
take care of all of these guys, right?
Stinks, doesn't it? Time for me to move.
Yeah.
Does this do it for you?
Good shit. I love winning. Did we get them all? It's too early to be celebrating. More enemies are waiting in the wings. Invaders approaching at 3 o'clock. They just keep coming. I prepared for the next battle with scarcely whatever I hit the button too fast, I guess. Shit.
Here we go. Take that! Good to go.
Alright,
Time
deja
to use
vu.
it.
We'll do this
Say
again.
when. This should do it. Thank you. I've got this.
Yeah, what I'd like to do is get the ranged guy back there before he becomes a problem.
Take this! Oh, here we go. Ah! Got it. Say when. Yeah. All right.
All right.
My turn.
Move again.
Not bad. I've got this.
Another air blade from from here. Because I want to impact slash him afterwards. Because he'll put up the armor, won't he?
Got it. Let's do this.
Or else I could just slash him again, but it doesn't really matter.
All right. Say when. Take this.
Okay, cool.
I'm good to go. This may hurt. Let's get to the killing. How about
Easy
this?
bullshit. Easy bullshit. I kind of wish these I could skip, maybe. This is kind of a lot of killing. Fighting outside is tiring. My body resists me whenever I think about how death is permanent out here. You need to relax, Takumi. At this rate, you'll kill yourself before the enemy has a chance. I don't get it. How are you so calm? You're not even just perspiring. I wouldn't be much of a professional assassin if I let every other spot of good murdering get me down now, would I? Hey, what's your secret? How do I kill the enemies efficiently while conserving as much stamina as possible? The secret is your heart. That is to say, your frame of mind. Get it in your head that the act of killing is nothing special at all. Nothing more than mundane work. Mundane work? Like hitting a nail with a hammer. Like turning a screw with a screwdriver. Just dull, repetitive work to be repeated without much thought or physical strength. So basically, I psych myself into believing it's nothing? Does that really work? Anything more concrete, like a better way to move my body or something? Your body movements are virtually perfect, Takumi. There is nothing to critique. So what's left is your mentality, right? Just give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. Pretend the act of killing is the most boring job in the world. Just dull, repetitive work. Despite my misgivings, I decided to try Igamu's suggestion. I crept up to an invader that happened to be meandering about nearby and launched a surprise attack. Without entertaining the fear that threatened to well up from within, I quietly lifted my sword and brought it down nonchalantly. This was just work, something that had to be done. No need to think too much about it. I went after the next enemy as I repeated those thoughts to myself. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Incredible performance, Takumi. It's like you've become another person. Is it admittedly too tense for this? I think that's a little bit too untense for this. Yes, you have an aptitude for killing. I sensed it the moment I laid eyes on you. Oh no, is he grooming us to be a killer? Don't do that. An aptitude for killing? Me? I think you need to get your eyes checked. It might sound strange coming from me, but I wasn't good at such things at all. I tended to miss the obvious, and my reflexes were average at best. I don't have an aptitude for anything. Gifts show up in many different ways. Sometimes they manifest later in life. Later in life? You'll understand one day. I wasn't happy to be left hanging like that, but I knew he would just be evasive if I tried to press the matter, so I didn't. Anyway, we should focus on the hunt for now. Now that I seem to be getting my mind under control, I wanted to get used to the hunting at one I wanted to get used to the hunting at one go as well. Wait, did I still read that right? Yeah, no. Okay. Let's go look for the next group of enemies. I feel like I can take another 15 before calling it a day. Nah, I think we should call it a day now. We've earned enough points. But I was just getting the hang of it. And that's when it gets dangerous. Everything in moderation, including assassinations. Besides, if we keep on hunting, we'll run into them sooner or later. You okay with that? Them? Just as I was wondering who Yugamu could be talking about. Over here! This'll be our starting point for the hunt today. Don't fall behind, you losers! I heard a familiar voice coming from somewhere nearby. I quietly made my way toward the voice and peered out from behind some rubble. I feel like I'm starting to use my hemo anima better. Not even a commander can stop me now. I think? Confidence is the name of the game, sister dearest. You and I both know nothing can stand in the way of our newly awakened powers and strengthened bonds. Don't start getting carried away, you two. Thinking you're invincible because you learned a thing or two is the best way to die on the battlefield. You little chicks can just stay behind my big, strong pinions for now. I ain't gonna let any of you die on my watch. I'm gonna protect y'all with my life in the name of Takemaru Yakushiji. They're hunting here too? Takemaru, Ima, and Kaka weren't the only ones. I could see Tsubasa, Nozomi, and the others in the distance as well. Ugh. Why does fighting invaders outside the academy seem so much more graphic? It's like I'm really killing something alive. And all that blood. So much blood. The feel of that invader I just took down still lingers on my hands. Tsubasa, are you okay? I can give you a back rub if it makes you feel better. I think a big one's coming. Why didn't I bring any barf bags with me? Lady Tsubasa about to start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. Is there anything we can give her in place of a barf bag? Alas, necessity knows no decorum. Lady Tsubasa, heave into my sheath bag if you must. Oh my god. That's so intimate of you, Kiyoshika. I know what that's worth to you. Are you sure, Kiyoshika? Isn't that the Holy Jumanji Sword's pajamas? The Holy Jumanji Sword is a party animal with a soft spot for the ladies. She'll understand. I love soft spot for the ladies, she'll understand. It's important that the Holy Jumanji Sword is a girl. Now come, Lady Tsubasa. Let it all out and hold nothing back. I'll be fine. I pushed everything down with sheer willpower. The roiling stopped. Sorry, guys. I haven't been feeling well since this morning. You don't have to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves. We're not supposed to mention that, Tsubasa. Looking out for one another is what teammates do. No wrestler worth their salt abandons their tag partners to get ahead in the match. Loyalty above self. None shall be left behind. It is the way of the warrior. Takemaru was desperately trying to protect Ima and Kaka, who weren't used to fighting. Nozomi and the others refused to abandon Tsubasa even though she was holding them back. They were watching out for each other like true friends. I used to enjoy that sort of relationship with them too. I could feel my strength rapidly leaving my body. That's right, I've been alienated. What I just saw only served to cement that fact. All those kind and comforting words would never be for me. You look like you're in a lot more pain now than when you were fighting the enemies. That confirms it. Your fatal flaw is that fragile mind of yours. I left the place quietly and made my way back to school, taking care not to be seen by the others. Taking back with me nothing but an armful of distressing thoughts and feelings. And a lot of points. I got back to my room earlier than usual, but wasn't in the mood to do anything, except lie upright on bed and stare long and hard at the ceiling. Bing bong. Bing bong.
Hetty. You never will then.
I suddenly realized it was already night. I knew I should be resting, but bad memories kept surfacing in my mind and pulling me back to wakefulness. Give her back! You're on your own. I'm afraid I must disappoint. Like I'm being punished just for being alive. The pain of being despised is more excruciating than anything the killing game or defensive battles could inflict upon me. In the first 100 days, it wasn't a happy ending by any means, but at least everyone was my friend. We had a barbecue. We set up festival booths. We got testy with each other sometimes, but we always made up in the end. Our bonds became unbreakable. How do I repair our friendship? How? As I was agonizing over this matter. Is that Yugamu? Maybe he wanted to discuss our strategy for tomorrow's hunt. Although I honestly wasn't in the mood to talk. It wasn't like I could simply drive away the only friend I had right now. I got up slowly and ambled to the door. When I opened it, I saw... Hiriko? Good. I was just about to kick the door down. What are you doing here? Are you sure you want to be seen here? I'm jinxed. Nothing good will come out of any association with me. Well, aren't you wallowing in self-pity today? Finally lost your mind after falling out of favor with everyone else. Including you, right? Damn, Takumi! My God! You think so? Yeah, I do. You didn't want to team up with me like all the others. I went through hell and back after you left me in the lurch. Those invaders chased after me and surrounded me. I had no way out. They almost killed me. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't turned me down. It wasn't Hidiko's fault that I'd almost been killed. I knew it in my head, but my heart refused to stop those angry words from spilling out of my mouth. I think that's the first time I've seen that Hidiko sprite of this, like, concern? Like, Hidiko said nothing in response to my irrational accusation at first. You're right. I could have handled that better yesterday. You were already crushed by everyone's unkind words and deeds. I should have been more considerate. So here's a token of reconciliation, from me to you. She took out a box she'd been holding under her arm and handed it to me. Token of reconciliation? Open it. I think you'll like what you'll see. I took the box and gingerly lifted the cover. Inside was... What? It was the dead body of a gigantic bee. Is this some sort of sick joke? No, wait, this bee... Isn't this one of the sponsors' bees? You killed it? I did. I took advantage of the chaos after Kurata was killed to secure one. As a research sample. What sort of research? You can't be this stupid. Research that will help us kill the sponsor and put an end to this travesty of a game. I was dumbfounded by how nonchalantly Hideko talked about killing the sponsor. The sponsor's invincible. We can't kill them the way we are right now. We can, as long as we find a way to deal with the two weapons they wield. 2 weapons? The bee is the first. The other is that suit they're wearing. That spacesuit thing? Yes, I believe that suit is the source of their invincible power. She was right. We attacked the fellow with all our might, but didn't manage to even scratch the suit. The outfit clearly had some special powers attached to it. How confident are you of finding something? My research on the suit is already in progress, and I expect to discover its weaknesses in the very near future. Really? However, I'm too deeply involved in researching the suit to spare time for anything else. I've not done anything about that bee or the identity of the sponsor yet. And you're bringing me on board to deal with the lack of manpower. Something like that. So, are you willing to join me in my quest to bring down the sponsor? If that were truly possible, I'd be more than happy to give her as much help as she needed. But there were some things that were bothering me. If you wanted my help, why did you turn me down yesterday when I asked to team up? And you wouldn't have had to come over again today to do this. Where are your brains? Try to remember what my exact words were. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Surely you understood the implication, that I would be teaming up with you outside of the game instead? Oh, sorry, I guess I couldn't see back that big bush you were beating around. My God, Takumi, he's full of evil now. Is this what happens when you're friends with Yugamu? Is you become even sassier than usual? You've been nothing but dismissive of me so far. When I was alienated, you didn't try to take my side. this doesn't mean we trust you or anything. Yes, I do think I could have handled that better, but can you blame me? I was still trying to figure out if I could trust the person you are right now. Fucking time traveling Hideko. At it again. The person I am right now. It sounded like there was a deeper meaning to her statement, but I decided this wasn't the time or place to pursue it. The Takumi Sumino that I know is essentially a good person. He cherishes his friends and has a strong sense of justice and possesses good leadership qualities. Someone worthy of my trust. However, you killed Eito on the night of day 2. A would-be traitor who had yet to do anything out of line. That created some doubts in me. I had to wonder if the Takumi I'm seeing right now is the Takumi I know. That is why I've been assessing you from a slight distance. To see whether you, the person you are right now, can be trusted. It was starting to make sense now, like why she wanted to come with me to Second to Last Defense Academy when I went there. She wanted to use the opportunity to ascertain my humanity. We can chat later. Let's be on our way. I couldn't find a definitive answer to my question. Until that day, when the game sponsor appeared and fatally wounded Kurata. You were the first to attack that unknown enemy in order to save her, with no care about what might happen to yourself. You were like a ray of light back then, and that's when I was convinced.
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
My tears threatened to spill over despite myself. To think there was someone who still had so much faith in me after being called the Grim Reaper by everyone else. There, I said it. Now, are you willing to work with me to bring down the sponsor? I'm not taking no for an answer. I wasn't as cold-hearted as to say no to someone who just bared so much of their heart to me, however. You know I want nothing more than to do just that, but I'm already in a team with Yugamu. What should we do about him? He's welcome to join us. His knowledge in biology will be very helpful in analyzing the body of that bee. He may not want to go against the sponsor, though. When it comes to killing someone, he tends to err on the side of discretion and deliberation. That's where your leadership abilities come into play. Leader... what? You have just been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. Fucking Hideko. She's just like, you somehow managed to talk to people and get them to do what you want. I can't do that because I'm a cold-hearted bitch. You can do it, and that's why you're charged with all the social grunt work, you asshole. Hang on a minute. Shouldn't the one who suggested the partnership be in the first place be responsible for taking the lead? And you know I'm not the leader type. Barking orders is just not my type of thing. Excuse me? You expect me to believe you after all that tyranny you displayed in the previous 100 days? I'll leave the convincing to you, leader. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance will turn this situation around. Defeating the invisible sponsor of this game. It sounded impossible, but being told we could do this by Hideko of all people, somehow it felt like we really could. Maybe the others would have a better opinion of me if I played a part in taking down the sponsor. Maybe we could become friends again. Oh, you're delusional. You're delulu. Takumi, you can't force people to be your friends, man. If they don't like you, they don't like you. You can do what you can if you're forced in a position where you're with them to show them how good of a person you are, but you can't. You gotta accept your losses at some point. I fell asleep clinging to that small ray of hope that had lighted up in my heart. Lit up in my heart, not lighted up. A mandatory save. Ooh, interesting. Why are my saves all weird? Whatever. I'll just continue saving from here. Alright. Okay, we got a little bit. We'll make it to the next, I think we'll be able to maybe, hopefully, clear out this round. Anyways. An alliance? Sure, sign me up. Gamo agreed to join the Anti-Sponsor Alliance so readily I almost felt disappointed. Well, there will be an opportunity to reconcile then. Yeah. Once the sponsors exploded. That's it? You're not going to think about it a little more? We're going up against someone virtually invincible, you know. It's a risky gamble that may very well end in our own deaths. The same amount of risk we're facing if we continue playing this game, right? We may not end up in last place during the first round, but what about the second? What about the third, the fourth, and so on? We'd be completely worn out by then. Would we be able to drive away any commanders who chose to launch an attack during that time? Either way, our strength will slowly be sapped away. Exactly. None of the others have noticed yet, but we're standing at the crossroads of destiny right now. Either we break free of the situation either by defeating the sponsor, or get slowly tortured to death as the game drags on. So you can imagine how grateful I am to Hideko for taking the lead and revolting against the status quo. The thing is, his expression darkened. I have one major cause of concern with this alliance. What's that? Hideko's current teammate, Kaname. She's made no secret of how much she loves killing games. Hard to believe she'd be sympathetic to our quest to put an end to this game, you know what I mean? I'm sure Hideko will find a clever way to hide it from her or something. She said as much last night. What does Dotami think about this plan? Killing the sponsor to end the game, she may get mad because she loves her killing game so much. I'm keeping it a secret from her. She's merely my in-game partner, that's all. I was never going to let her join the anti-sponsor alliance. Incomprehensible. Why even bother teaming up with her in the first place? I'm sure she has her reasons that she won't reveal even if you're pressed. Yes, femme fatale. Femme fatale, thy name is Hideko. Not that I approve of allies keeping secrets from each other. You speak for yourself. Point taken. We'll put Dotami on the back burner for now. You motherfucker. You don't like secrets? Tell me all your secrets right now. Fair enough. I'll put my hesitation to the side. I am a hypocrite. So what exactly are we expected to do? Good question. Our top priority is to earn as many points as possible. The plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed in the first round. Stay in a rank that safeguards you from that outcome. Understood. Safety first. Basically focus on the hunt in the morning and anti-sponsor alliance activities in the afternoon. Your role in the alliance is... I want the anatomy and abilities of this bee to be thoroughly analyzed. This will primarily be Yugamu's job, since he's so good at dissection. Good? You mean fabulous. I'm dying to get my hands on those bee remains already. By the way, what's your role? Takumi, I want you to investigate the identity of the sponsor. Focus on whether they're an invader or not. How exactly am I going to do that? Look up books in the library or something? Horses for courses and all that jazz, right? Best person to ask about invaders would be an invader herself. Ava! Right, I forgot that we still have her captured. She wasn't on the flowchart because she was not in the team. So, Ava, then. Yeah, Hideko passed me the key to the cage in the courtyard and said she'll leave the interrogation to me. You think she'll be cooperative? She's a former commander we captured and imprisoned. I doubt she'll betray her companions so easily. I know. Let me tag along. I'm quite the killer torturer if I do say so myself. No, you stay far, far away from her and wipe that drool from your face. It wasn't easy for me to build some semblance of a friendly relationship with Ava, and I wasn't about to let this lunatic flush that down the proverbial toilet. Acknowledged, I'll follow Hideko's general directions as instructed. That means going out there to earn some invader points right now. You ready, Takumi? Yeah, ready when you are. We took out our weapons and went around attacking the invaders loitering in the ruins. I applied Yugamu's advice from yesterday about treating the killings as mundane work. Lifting up my sword quietly and bringing it down nonchalantly. It's just work, I kept repeating to myself in my head. Detach yourself. It's just work. You promised to bring Ava her mask 4 days ago, Takumi. Yeah, it's a super easy bargaining chip. Detach yourself. It's just work. Horrible. I don't like the way this is going. No. That sponsor isn't one of us. When I asked Ava about the sponsor's identity, she flatly rejected the possibility of them being an invader. Absolutely impossible. I can stake my life on it. You must have solid proof to be so sure. The proof is in the strangeness of their abilities. If they were truly one of our ilk, they wouldn't be using blood-sucking bees to fight. What do you mean? Bees are taboo in your religion or something? Not the bee, the blood-sucking. Oh, right. Yeah. The absorption of divine blood is strictly prohibited in our commandments. Divine blood meaning the cryptoglobin running in our veins. Absorbing cryptoglobin was prohibited. That reminded me of something similar I'd heard during my previous 100 days. Was that a Sire voice? No, that was Ima pretending to be Sire, that's right. Which proved that the sponsor of this game couldn't have been an invader since they absorbed Kurata's cryptoglobin. First of all, if the host were one of us, why would they organize a game to hunt down their own kind?
Huh?
Yeah, good point. Didn't make sense for an invader to urge the enemy to hunt down other invaders. However, this did complicate matters. If the sponsor was neither Special Defense Unit nor School Invader, did that mean they were an unknown third party? By the way, Takumi, if you don't mind me asking. Ava suddenly changed the subject. Remember that favor I asked for the other day? Did you bring it for me? Bring what? You know, my mask. You promised you'd return it to me. Right, she'd asked me for her mask a while back.
Huh?
I remember. Mask was really important to her, as much as I'd like to give it back to her right now. I'm sorry, Ava, I'm gonna have to go back on that promise. No! Takumi? What the fuck, man? You'll have to bury your face for a little while longer. Why? Why are you being so mean to me? She grabbed hold of the cage bars as she protested, tears welling up in her eyes. Exposing our plain faces is as embarrassing as walking around outside without clothing. Do you enjoy humiliating me so much? This is prisoner abuse. Wait, calm down. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just the timing's not right. What do you mean the timing's not right? The mask is a symbol of your identity as a commander, right? Wearing it will make everyone realize that you're also a target of the invader hunt. As a commander, Ava is most likely one of the targets of this game. Her death would likely result in a lot of points. If anyone realized that, she was bound to be murdered sooner or later.
Hey!
I can't give you back your mask in order to keep you safe, that's all. I can protect myself. I'm not known as a hero among my people for nothing. But you can't use any of your powers when you're inside this prison. You'd be like a sitting duck. But, look, you have to just accept it. I'm not about to sit around and watch you get killed. You're not getting your mask back, no matter what. Ava looked entirely unconvinced, and it seemed like she was about to protest again, but... This is awful. She sighed deeply in what sounded like resignation to me. Hey, cheer up. Once the game is over, you can have your mask back, okay? A maskless life isn't that bad once in a while. See, no risk of heat damage to your face. Holy shit. Takumi, you can't be saying this shit, man. Is he bluffing? No one gets points inside the school grounds. But that could be one of the hidden rules. And also, just like, take her outside. Nah, she would have her powers when she leaves the cage. There's no way to make that portable. Yeah. I guess that is sort of an oversight here, is the no. But if the sponsor says Ava counts, then she counts as a hidden rule, you know? I'm very sorry. She ignored my encouragements and apologies in favor of glaring at me through half-lidded eyes.
You're so useless. Can't even fetch a simple mask for me?
I thought I'd been imagining things. Did she just whisper something really out of character for her? Ava, sorry, can you repeat that again? Did I hear you calling me useless? Do you have a problem with me speaking the truth now? I can go on, you know.
Takumi's a gibbering idiot! The enemy of all maidenkind! Downright pervert! I'll sue you for prisoner abuse one day.
I guess that's fair if she's like, without my mask, I'm basically naked. So you want me to be naked all the time? Ava had done a complete about face. What could have transformed that sweet, docile lady from just now into this sharp-tongued wit? The fact that you didn't give her mask, you asshole! I'm guessing these are your true colors, huh? Yes. I'm done playing nice. I know I won't be getting anything out of you. This is the pits of the pits. After all that hard work, I didn't even get to see a glimpse of my mask. Why don't you just give it back already? The shock of not being able to get her mask back made Ava burst into tears. She had been putting on an act all this time. I was astonished by that fact and annoyed by her hurtful accusations, but... What am I supposed to do now? I couldn't muster up the anger to chide her as she wept sadly. She was likely mentally strained from the stress of being held in the middle of an enemy stronghold. No wonder everyone hates me. I quietly left the courtyard so as not to agitate Ava any further. After that, I returned to my room and organized the information I'd gotten out of Ava in a notebook. And then, once night fell... I hope Yuriko goes like, Takumi, are you fucking stupid? Give her her mask back.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Like, seriously.
You never know when the invaders might attack. Well then.
The bedtime announcement played. By rights, we should all be turning off the lights and jumping into bed right now, but... The Alliance meeting shall now begin. We'll take turns to share our findings of the day with each other. It had been decided that the Anti-Sponsorship Alliance would be holding nightly meetings in my room to exchange information starting from tonight. Takumi's such an asshole, man. The cultural difference definitely plays a part here, but also, yeah, no, it's... The cultural difference, like, come on, just like... Takumi seems like a pretty empathetic person, so her going, I need my fucking mask back, man. I feel naked without it. Fucking give her her mask back. What's wrong with you? You start first, Takumi. Learned anything new about the identity of the sponsor?
Huh?
Yes, according to what Ava told me. I shared the results of my investigation with everyone. About how the bee could not have been a weapon in an invader, that blood-sucking was taboo to the invaders, so the sponsor couldn't have been one since they sucked Kurata's blood. In conclusion, it's quite likely the sponsor is an unknown third party unrelated to us or the school invaders.
Huh?
It's all from me. We're already having enough trouble with the invaders, and now there's a third party? This is highly displeasing.
Oh.
Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while?
Oh.
I'll work on it if I feel like it. Fucking thank you, Hideko. So that's a no. Allow me to go next. After dismembering the dead bee and investigating its anatomy, I made several discoveries. First of all, the bee was modeled after a type of parasitic wasp. A horrible species that parasitizes the bodies of butterflies' larvae and feeds off their innards. Basically, that bee was simply a scaled-up version of a parasitic wasp. There's just one major difference between this bee and an actual parasitic wasp. Bees and hornets usually use their stingers to inject poison into an enemy's body. This giant bee, however, uses it to suck stuff out, like a blood-collecting device of sorts. It works more like a mosquito stinger. We all saw the bee use it to suck the blood out of Kurata. Yes, and she was drained in a few seconds, a testament to the strength of its suction. But it does bring up another question. The body of the bee has nowhere to store the blood it sucks. So where did Kurata's blood disappear to? Maybe it was warped to another place instantly? It's likely that's what's happening. Maybe it's designed to transfer all the nutrients it sucks up into the sponsor's stomach. In other words, the sponsor is using the bees to consume cryptoglobin? Just a hypothesis. If that turned out to be true, it'd mean the sponsor absorbed Kurata's blood. Ugh. The thought of my friend's blood being used as food sparked an intense rage within me. And that's all I've got. Let's hear what Hideko has to say now. Any progress on that suit the sponsor's wearing? Yes, I'd venture to say there's been some major progress. Much more than I initially expected. I may be able to get my hands on a spare suit worn by the sponsor in the very near future. There's a spare suit?
Oh.
Yes, and I've almost pinpointed its location. All that's left is to refine the coordinates. Hideko previously said the sponsor's invincibility came from that suit. If we could secure something similar, wouldn't that make us invincible as well? Where's the spare? Can we look for it together? We can look for it together! No, that won't work. I'll search for it myself. Why? 3 sets of eyes are faster than 1, right? Because I'm the only one who can find that place. I know where the lab is. I know where the lab is. I know where the lab is, Hideko. Hideko, I know where the lab is. Shut up. I've been on that route. Something terrible beyond all imagination may happen if someone other than me discovered it. So don't even try. Understand? Her assertive tone made it clear that there would be no further discussion on the matter. Something that could cause the usually placid Hideko to get so worked up had to be extraordinary. Okay, I'll respect your wishes even if I don't understand them. That something is this very root! Yeah, pretty much. It's for the best. Moving on, what's the plan for tomorrow and beyond? I need you two to continue your research. We're having a dire lack of good information right now. Don't forget to keep earning points in the game as well. Stay in sixth place or higher. Also, avoid situations that may end up with you dying to mere minions. As usual, we're going with safety first. If you accidentally die, I'll bring you back to life and kill you myself, Takumi. Why only me? Because if anyone will screw up, it's you. I'll be fine. Yugamo's with me, and I'm not that bad of a fighter myself. You should be watching out for yourself. You were the first to die last time. Please, are you talking to me? I'm much stronger than the Hideko you knew. Dotami and I can take out a commander or two by ourselves. Dotami, huh? Yugamo's expression darkened at that. Hideko, I just don't get it. Why would you team up with Dotami, of all people? I'll be brutally honest. The fact that you're a team doesn't sit right with me. She loves her killing games. I can't imagine she won't at least try to sabotage her work if she ever finds out about it. Rest assured that she'll never find out. She's just my in-game partner. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm talking about the what-ifs right now. You can't guarantee that it won't happen. You really ought to dissolve your partnership with her. No, I'm not letting her out of my sight. She has an important role to play as well. Which is... I can't tell you. Why not? Shouldn't allies share as much information with each other as possible? Yugamo continued to question Hideko about her reason for teaming up with Dotami, but she kept quiet throughout. The alliance meeting ended on a slightly sour note because of that. Yeesh. Yikers. Yikes. Huh. Well... It had been 4 days since the game started, and I had gotten used to fighting outside the academy. I would wander around town quietly in search of invaders and strike them down using as little energy as possible. Detach yourself. It's just work. I hate this, because, like, take their lives. Detach yourself. It's just work. I hate this because, like, this can so easily be replaced by the sprites of the other SDU members instead of the fucking invaders, you know? A fucking Undertale-ass ending, you know? Nice. Seems like I'm in pretty good form today. I doubted I would end up in last place in the first round if I kept this up. But ensuring my survival alone wasn't enough to put me at ease. The ultimate goal of the anti-sponsor alliance was to put an end to this game by killing the sponsor. But what was the sponsor hoping to achieve by making us do this? I couldn't get that one thought out of my mind as I cut down one invader after another. In a way, the sponsor and city were similar. Both were trying to make us fight against invaders. Except, City never ordered us to fight outside the academy. He always insisted we fought on the academy grounds. On the other hand, the rules laid down by the sponsor basically forbade us from doing so. They were designed to make us fight outside. Why was the sponsor so determined to make us fight out here? Did they not want us using the Revive-O-Matic? Dying outside meant our dead bodies couldn't be revived. Was that the sponsor's objective? To ensure that anyone who died would stay dead? Hey, Takumi, when did your hands go on vacation? I was jolted back to reality by Yugamo's teasing. I'm sorry, just thinking about something. It's dangerous to think and kill at the same time. There's a fine line between familiarity and carelessness. Keep your mind on the hunt for now. Don't forget that Hideko warned you last night about getting killed. You're right. Sorry about that. I refocused my mind on the task at hand. With my sword in hand and my mind clear, I resumed the work of hunting down invaders. Yugamo and I spent the better part of that morning killing together. We returned to the academy a little past noon and immediately we made our way to the leisure lounge. There we checked our latest ranks.
I'm in 4th place, and Yugamu's in 6th.
Tsubasa's going crazy, and so's Moko. And Shoma still hasn't done shit. Well, she's the apocalyptic maiden of destruction, so yeah. She go killing. Our positions had slipped from the first day, but we were still within the top bracket. Since it was already the 4th day, it was unlikely we would tumble all the way to the bottom this round unless something catastrophic happened.
Shoma's currently in last place.
I had told myself not to look at the other positions, but my eyes naturally drifted to the last spot. Speaking of leaderboard positions...
Tsubasa's is surprisingly high.
She was clearly holding her teammates back yesterday. She's likely benefiting from the points sharing system. What point sharing system? What? You haven't noticed? There's a way to earn points in this game without killing any invaders yourself. Yugamo took out a notepad and started drawing some sort of diagram on it. Let's say, for example, a 10-point enemy appears in front of you. You kill that enemy by yourself, you gain 10 whole points. But if I help you in the fight, I gain a percentage of those 10 points. Could be a 50-50 or 80-20 split, depending on the situation. It all hinges on how much each person contributed to the fight. Simply joining the fight earns you at least 10% of the points. 10% for just being there? Explains why Nozomi's getting any points at all. Fuck me. Tsubasa's Himo Enema is very versatile, and so I'm sure she's earning points by supporting the others. So every member of the team gets some credit as long as they work together, like in sports? A strange but fitting comparison. Weaker players earn points by focusing their efforts on supporting others. Stronger players gain support by offering to share points with those who do. This game may not be about pure combat prowess, but how well we work together. We're being tested on our teamwork? In a killing game? A killing game usually pits participants against each other, but the rules for this one clearly lent itself to fostering teamwork. Also, how do you know that, Yugamo? Had this been implemented to adjust the difficulty of the game to our level, or did the sponsor have some ulterior motive? I returned to my room, unable to quash the indescribable wave of nausea threatening to bowl me over. What should I do this afternoon? I was in my room trying to figure out what to do in the time I had before the nightly meeting. My role in the anti-sponsor alliance was to find out the identity of the sponsor, but it's not as easy as it sounds. I felt like I needed clear direction. Like, where was I even supposed to start? If only I had a hint of sorts to help me get the ball rolling. He's an assassin, so he's probably spying. Guess I'll have to ask around? Asking around for information would be the best way to find clues that might shed more light on the matter. Asking around. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing today. The others would surely be shocked to see the most unpopular guy in school right now approaching them out of the blue. But I can't just hole up in my room all day without at least trying something. I steeled myself before dashing out of the room. Oh, hi Tsubasa! How's it going? Takumi! Tsubasa lowered her eyes awkwardly when I called out to her. I'm sorry for abandoning you the other day. Did everything turn out alright after that? Yeah, I managed to walk away with my life somehow. Yugamo and I are a team now. I'm just glad you're safe. I don't want to see any more of my friends dying. Though that means Shoma's in trouble for the first round, huh? Why? He's not taking part in the game at all. Takamato's been pulling out all the stops to invite him, but he refuses to even leave his room. I see. Shoma's probably going to be the first to die if things continue like this. But we could save him if we took down the sponsor before that happened. Tsubasa, do you happen to know anything about the sponsor? I'm trying to find out their true identity. That's a question I'd like to answer myself. How did they show up and make us take part in this killing game? None of it makes any sense. Hi, Dadomi. Am I really going to talk to Dadomi right now? She loves the killing game. She doesn't want to find out who the mastermind is yet. This is bliss! Whoa, who just shouted? It is I, Dadomi, and I'm shouting because this is the happiest I've ever been! Killing game? Check. Mistress Hideko's lapdog? Check. Killing and killing and killing every day and night? Check, check, and check! I'm Mistress Hideko's loyal lapdog in a killing game. What else does a person need to be happy in life? So you're saying that Dadomi is completely unrelatable? I disagree. Just thinking about how I'm gonna wring the innards out of those invaders tomorrow releases so many endorphins in my brain, I may just pass out from sheer pleasure. Dadomi was enjoying the current situation with every fiber of her being. I still couldn't understand why Hideko would team up with someone like that. Hey guys. At least 50% unrelatable. Do not speak to me as if we were friends. I will never, ever forgive you for sending Lady Kurata to her dismal death. Be gone, accursed Grim Reaper, and give Lady Kurata back to me. Calm down, Kyoshika. I'm sorry, Takumi, but Kyoshika's still very angry about what happened, so... I knew I wasn't popular, but actually having such vitriol spewed directly in my face was a sobering experience. I don't know what you expected, dude. Like, honestly, genuinely, seriously. Ava was in her cell looking as dejected as I'd left her. She was clearly still aghast at not being able to get her mask back. The morgue should still just have... Oh, it didn't have... Oh, I guess they're gone? Huh. I thought Gaku and Eita would still be here. But I guess they got buried at some point. Hey. Hey, Takamaru. That's concerning. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, Takamaru, can I have a minute? I'm gathering information about the sponsor right now, and... Sorry, man, I ain't got nothing to say to you. Just bad luck these days. Everything you touch turns to ashes. Come on, man, I saved your life! Bad luck, huh? Just part of being the school jinx, I guess. Hey, Moko. Do you believe in bad luck? Info about the sponsor's identity. Oh my, are you investigating that too? Huh? Too, as in you're also looking into this? You bet. I even tried to film a day in the life documentary of the sponsor some time ago. Day in the life? No. First I made a camera with the Gift-O-Matic, then I tailed the sponsor around for 24 hours. Yeah. That way if they ever revealed their face during that time, we'd catch it on film, right? And did you? Oh, I wish. They cling to that spacesuit like it was the championship belt itself. How's it possible to carry out any sort of daily routine with that suit on? What about food? Oh, the sponsor doesn't eat. Doesn't eat? Yeah, I never saw them eat or sleep even once. Just kept buzzing out orders of their bee underlings day in, day out. The sponsor can stay active for 24 hours without any food or sleep. It sounded unbelievable to me, but Moko wasn't the type to tell tall tales. We're dealing with a real main event headliner here. Better be ready for a Royal Rumble if you're trying to unveil their real identity. Thank you, Moko. That was the most information I've gotten. Okay, I've collected quite a bit of information. Everyone hates me, and Moko was helpful. I'd learned a lot and was glad I'd mustered up the courage to talk to everyone. Well, not Nima and Kako. I put everything down in the notebook and prepared for the nightly meeting. Takumi spent all that effort trying to get Takamaru to go after the mastermind, and now he's just giving up on that? Well, just not talking.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
I guess Takumi could have just like been like, hey, you remember Gaku's jacket? Just wave it in his face again. Just be like, come on, I've got a plan. I don't care how bad luck you are. You're going to get mad at this, right? And he's going to be like, it's not going to work twice. It's working a little bit, but it's not going to work twice.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
For the anti-sponsor alliance, the bedtime announcement was now a call to action instead of a reminder to rest. A sign for us to gather and report on the day's findings. So now we know it's highly possible the sponsor doesn't eat or sleep. And still manages to be so powerful. They should just quit sponsoring killing games and go make a killing in the business world instead. Who wouldn't be impressed by a corporate soldier who can work all day and night? This is neither the time nor place to be joking around. It's precisely the time and place to be funny. Morbid humor is the best way to deal with morbid situations. That's just how strong the enemy we're up against is, right, Hideko? This sponsor person is an enigma. Stays active for 24 hours without any sort of nutritional replenishment. Are we dealing with a robot? We can't rule out that possibility considering what little we know of their identity. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? Was that a joke? It must be. Your entire existence is one. Well, aren't you something yourself? Allow me to share my additional findings on the bee's anatomy next. I got down to business today by dismembering the bee to its smallest parts. Some interesting truths were uncovered as a result. Despite a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place if you even look at them wrong, and the stinger comes off without much effort as well. It's as fragile as life itself. But it can't be so weak. These bees killed Kurata like it was nothing. Their bodies were likely enhanced by some supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural, in other words, hemoanima. The ability to move around without needing to eat or rest. Hemoanima-enhanced bees. The more we tried to pry into the sponsor's business, the more of their uncanny strengths we seemed to discover. But none of these proved that the sponsor themselves was impossible to defeat. If we could just find a way to get them out of that invincibility suit. Last but not least, let's see what Hideko has to tell us. Did you find that spare suit you talked about? Yes, I pinpointed the location yesterday. If all goes well, I should be able to get my hands on the suit by tomorrow. Really? I honestly wasn't expecting to find it so soon either. Once we actually have it, uncovering a weakness or two should be trivial work. Unfortunately for the sponsor, their invader hunt is about to draw to a premature close. An end to this abominable invader hunt seemed like a dream, but Hideko seemed confident that the odds were in our favor. Anything we can do to help you secure the spare suit? Quite a lot, in fact. I'd venture to say I couldn't possibly recover the suit without your help. The suit is located somewhere to the south of this campus. Actually, getting the suit is going to be the easy part. The thing is, if the bees flying around find out what we're doing, all our efforts will go down the drain. Because then the sponsor would realize what we're up to. That's why we're going to need a little bit of creative prep work to hoodwink those roaming bees. Ooh, we're doing a little heist, a suit heist. Ooh. Guard there. Guard there. Watch out for that guard. Guard there. Guard there. Look out for that guard. Guard. There's a guard. Guard there. Look out for that guard. Guard. With that preface, Hideko shared with us a brief outline of her plan. Our operation commences at 7 a.m. tomorrow. The three of us here, plus Dotami, will head south in the direction of town. Once we're somewhere in the vicinity of this area, we'll start hunting down invaders. As we do, we'll destroy the ruins around there in the flashiest way possible, kicking up as much dust and ash as we can. I'll use a sudden drop in invisibility as camouflage to secretly move to the place with the spare suit without being discovered by the bees. We'll meet up once I find the suit, and rush back to school to examine it until we can discover its weaknesses. After we ascertain a way to destroy the invincibility suit, it's showdown time with the sponsor. Hideko's plan was simple but bold. She would absolutely end everything tomorrow if circumstances allowed, but the invader hunt and the sponsor themselves. Will you help me, Takumi and Yugamu? An earnest plea for help from Hideko without her usual barbers was a straight yes for me. Hideko, I'm asking you directly and nicely. Takumi. Of course I'll help. Let's get that suit and bring down the sponsor to get... I'm against this plan. I won't be joining it. What's gone into you, Yugamu? Is there something wrong with the plan? Nothing wrong with the plan, per se. What's wrong is one of the participants. Hideko, why are you letting Dotami join the operation tomorrow? You've been insisting all this time she's nothing but your in-game partner, not a member of the anti-sponsor alliance. She's very strong. She'll be useful in combat. That's nice, but what guarantee is there she won't turn around and slit our throats after learning of the plan? She lives and breathes killing games. I can already picture her lunging at us in her unrestrained anger when she finds out we're trying to put a stop to her beloved game. You're overthinking this. She'll be too engrossed in the game to even notice what we're doing. That's my point, see? It's counterproductive to let someone so engrossed with killing games into our confidence. I disagree. I'm bringing her along tomorrow by hook or by crook. I have my reasons. Such as... The discussion was leading nowhere. Neither Hideko nor Yugamu seemed willing to compromise. Tomorrow's operation would be aborted if we didn't find a way to break the stalemate. I had to do something. I'm afraid I have to take Yugamu's side this time, Hideko. We're putting our lives on the line tomorrow, yet at the same time you're trying to involve someone outside of the Alliance. You can't blame us for feeling hesitant. Oh. I see. Even you think so. She averted her eyes a bit and bit on her lips. Fine. I won't ask for your help anymore. I'll get the suit myself. Hold on, I'm not finding fault with you or anything. I reached out quickly and grabbed Hideko's hand before she could leave the room. We understand you have secrets you can't fully share with us, and we know you have your reasons. But can't you at least tell us something? It has to be something out of the ordinary, right? You're not the type to insist on doing things your way for mere selfish reasons. And how are you so sure I'm not? Because you trusted me, so I trust you too. It was Hideko who trusted me and brought me out when everyone else was shunning me and calling me a jinx. If she needed help, I wanted to do everything in my power to help her. I quietly pleaded with Hideko while intensely staring at her in the eyes, praying hard that she would trust and lean on me. And then... It was a sigh of resignation. The trouble with your generic face is how it completely disarms me when you're spouting the occasional hero-like rhetoric. Yeah! Yeah! Let's go! You can't say no to this face. It's so generic. Very well. You will have a full explanation on why I must bring Dotami along. Really? Yes, but not here. Outside. They'll be waiting for you on the roof. Come alone. With that, she exited the room, but her wanting to meet with me alone would mean... Oh, for the love of murder. I'm the outcast now, eh? I don't mind. Go ahead, Takumi. I'll be right here keeping your bed warm for you until you return. Yeah, thanks. I'll be right back after I hear what she has to say. Also, don't touch my bed. No promises. Please promise! He comes back and the sheets are all sticky and he's like, I didn't do it, I promise. Like, genuinely, that just happened. I don't know what... I was looking at the shower. All right, Hideko Roof Gaming. Huh? Hideko. I didn't see Hideko on the roof, even though she said she'd be waiting for me there. Unless she went back to her room. Over here, Takumi. Here again! All right, let's kiss her. I turned toward the direction of the voice and saw Hideko seated on the ledge. Hey, you don't cheese me for saying true things. You cheese me for lies. She was staring intently at something. I followed her gaze and... There was the artificial satellite floating in the night sky.
Do you long to see the people living there again?
I cheese you when it's funny, that's true. Her question was sudden and unexpected.
Of course I do. That's what I'm fighting so hard for.
Yes, you would be right. We're all fighting here because there are people we want to see again.
But are there?
We'll be able to go back to them after this war ends.
But will we?
That's what motivates us to keep going. In other words, that's why we're so determined not to die here. However, Darumi has none of that. She's got nowhere to return to.
Oh. Yeah. Why did they make up Darumi's shit backstory with no connection to the artificial satellite and have her just hate humanity? They just put her there as just a, yeah, no, this one will love killing. What? Why? What's wrong with you, people of the artificial satellite, scientists of the Exodus Project? What's wrong with you?
Nowhere? Surely she has family who can take her in.
Not all families are worth going back to. Not that I expect you to understand.
Wow. She was right. I didn't understand. How could I? It was my cherished dream to be surrounded by my parents and Kato at that dinner table again someday.
Takumi, do you know why Darumi is so enamored with killing games?
No.
It's very simple. She grew up in an environment that was like a killing game in itself. If she'd let her guard down, even for a brief moment, she'd be abused by her parents or teachers.
Or teachers? And the teachers too? No!
Punishment awaited her at every turn for no reason other than the adults in her life having a bad day.
Damn.
None of the grown-ups who were supposed to be looking out for her reached out to help in her time of need.
Okay, why the fuck would the people of the artificial satellite create, like, 3 people with that backstory? Because, you know who else had a shit life that no one lended a hand for? Ima and Kako. They also had no responsible grown-ups in their lives. They only had each other, and again, like, Ima and Kako are like, yeah, no, if humanity died, it would suck, but, like, we're fine. Our person is each other, you know? We'll just go fuck off somewhere. And Gaku is also an orphan, but Gaku cares about his family. Like, they made him a mom, you know? Like a mom kid. A kid who's a mom to the bunch of the other kids. But like, Darumi Kako, and Ima have absolutely no reason to go back to the artificial satellite. Eito is an outlier, so he doesn't count. But, like, everyone else has someone to go back to. We got fucking Shoma's dog, Takamaru's gang and the old people, Tsubasa's grandpa, Kurata's fortune and her family, and the social status. Kyoshiko wants to make a family because she's so lonely. But I guess it actually doesn't need to be on the satellite, does it? It could be anywhere. But still, Jesus.
You see? Just like a killing game, right?
I had an inkling Dadami may not have come from the best of family environments, but I have no idea it was that bad. You're fucking stupid, aren't you? Do you remember all the times about the fucking, Takumi? Like, the I hate horses because my dad beats me when his horses lose, or my brother doesn't respect the restraining order. Are you fucking stupid? Okay. Okay. She wasn't kidding about that. You thought she was?
And when you go through life living like that, you can't help but wonder, why only me?
Yeah, that's understandable.
Why am I the only one suffering like this? Why can't everyone suffer together with me? Young and old, male and female. We should all suffer together. Use up our lives, our very existences, to entertain ourselves through misery. That's why she loves her killing game so much. It's the closest thing to her ideal world she can find.
She care her.
So she was being dead serious when she talked about wanting to start a killing game.
Dead and buried 6 feet underground. She would have given her life for it.
What sort of mentality could drive a person to be this desperate for a killing game to begin with?
Her wish to see the whole world turn into a killing game was never going to come true under normal circumstances.
I can't believe we're sitting here in the ledge again, and we're getting Dadami taken seriously and like empathized with. Like, on this ledge? Here?
But as fate decreed, that wish somehow actually did come true.
When the sponsors showed up. The sponsor of the killing game suddenly appeared in midair one day. Dadami must have felt like her childhood dream was finally coming true.
She's on cloud 9 right now. Living out a dream that once seemed impossible to achieve. And she intends to die in it, after playing to her heart's content.
Die? Even though her dream finally came true?
Exactly. Now that her dream has come true, she has nothing to live for anymore.
Uh-huh.
She didn't look like someone who wanted to die, though. The few times I've seen her outside the academy.
In fact, you guys are slaughtering the school invaders together quite enthusiastically. Someone who fought with such wanton abandon and in a situation where there was no coming back from death couldn't exactly be mentally sound, could they? She was right. Someone with normal sensitivities would be a lot more cautious about this.
Without me keeping a close eye on her, she'll be running headlong into the largest group of invaders she can find. If I don't keep forcing her to return together, she'll keep on fighting, even past her limits. Even after returning, she always wants to go right back out to continue the hunt. It's not easy for me to keep pulling her back. She's basically committing slow suicide. I can't take my eyes off her for a minute.
Yeesh. Man. The fucking responsibility that Hideko must feel for Dadami. Like, that's a burden you shouldn't have to bear. Like, there's so many situations in which you feel like you're in that situation where you have to keep constant care over someone so that they don't die. But, like, it's just too much of a burden for one person to take on alone.
Is that why you're so insistent on bringing her along for tomorrow's operation?
I just don't want to leave her alone to her own devices. A short while's fine, but I get the feeling we may be taking a while tomorrow. I have to take her along. If I don't want to come back to a dead Darumi, this whole plan would be pointless if even one person dies.
I was completely dumbfounded. Hideko was serious about saving everybody's lives. But then again, Hideko had always been like that, even last time. My primary goal here is to win the war. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. She would ensure no one got left behind by snatching them from the jaws of death, even if it meant taking their place. Her tenacity in this aspect had saved me, and was now saving Darumi. My body trembled involuntarily when I realized the depth of Hideko's determination. I had to admit it, she was the real hero here. Yep. I feel bad for Darumi, but this game needs to end. The sooner the better. She's never going to come to her senses unless she first wakes up from the shame of a dream. I'm begging you here, Takumi. Help me tomorrow. Yeah, of course. How can I possibly turn down a request from this awesome hero standing before me? I'll convince Yugamu to help as well. I can't believe he'll turn us down after I explain the situation to him. The four of us will rampage through town together tomorrow and put an end to the invader hunt. We both stretch out a hand spontaneously and exchange a firm and solemn handshake. The only thing going through my mind at that time was what I could do to protect Hideko's kind-hearted resolve. We would work together to defeat the sponsor, and then... let's all get to the best day 100 together. Shake on it. But I was too naive. Kind-heartedness had no place on the battlefield, because it was Hideko's kind-heartedness that led her to end up like that. No.
Hideko!
No! Adamaku! I'll kill you! I'll kill you until you're dead, you asshole! She was lying on the ground with blood pouring out of her back. This is a mortal wound. There's no way she can recover from this. The attacker, if I remember correctly, is the...
Squad 3 Commander!
What is the commander doing here? Why is Hideko lying in a pool of her own blood? Was she defeated by that commander? Nothing was making sense. My mind was in a state of confusion.
How did this happen?
Our plan had been proceeding smoothly. We set off early, reached the part of the town south of the school, and started doing battle. Using the flashy skills we had in our arsenal, we hunted down every invader in the area. As to draw the flying bee's attention to us. Sometime after the battle began, Hideko secretly left the area like she had planned to in order to secure the spare suit. The beasts were struggling to count the points Yugamu and I were racking up and didn't seem to have noticed her sudden absence. It felt like the plan was actually going to work. All we had to do was wait for Hideko to return with a suit that would lead us to victory. But then something unexpected happened. I took my eyes off Darumi, who had been fighting with us for only a short while, and she vanished in that moment. She probably got overly excited and decided to expand her hunting territory. I panicked. Hideko would be heartbroken if anything happened to Darumi. I ran around the vicinity in desperate attempt to locate her, all the while imploring her in my heart to not do anything reckless that might end up making Hideko sad. I was praying hard for her safety, and just as I'd finally caught sight of Darumi on the other side of some rubble, the unthinkable had happened. I couldn't make heads nor tails of the scene, no matter how long or hard I stared at it.
Why? Why is this happening?
Get a hold of yourself, Takumi.
I snapped back to my senses at Yugamu's yelling. Yugamu, Hideko's down, most likely by a commander. Yugamu's face twisted into a hateful scowl when he turned to look at the commander. That's why I didn't want Darumi to come along. She's too high profile in a lot of ways. You can't blame the enemy for zeroing in on such an attention-grabbing target on the battlefield. I'd waited till the commander attacked Darumi first in this case. And when Hideko tried to help her, The commander attacked Dotami as she was rampaging around. And when Hideko tried to help, she got struck down instead? What do we do now? How can we save them both? Run away, that's what. The operation's failed. But we can't just abandon them. There's nothing we can do to turn the tide of this battle, especially not against a commander. We need to survive so that we can carry on Hideko's will. Yugamo's decision was sound. The best outcome we could hope for right now is to avoid all of us dying. But did I really want that? What was the point of surviving if I had to abandon a friend to do it? Abandon Hideko and Dotami to escape and wait for another chance, or jump in to save them without caring about the consequences? I jump in and save them without thinking about the consequences! I mean, also, Hideko has the suit. Like, the briefcase was there. Save Dotami? Yeah! Not Dotami and Hideko, because Hideko's gonna die, probably. But obviously I jump in and save them. Jesus, this is barely even a choice. I don't care. Besides, I won't die. I'll be fine. Because I'm great at battling. I'm going to save those two. You'd better get out of here before the commander notices you. Don't be crazy, Takumi. You won't accomplish anything by dying here. I know, you're absolutely right, but...
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
You don't understand, Yugamu. I'm disheveled! Hideko's put her trust in me. I won't abandon her now. I cleared my mind with the battle cry and charged into the fray. Once I reached Hideko and Dotami, we launched into a painfully one-sided battle against the enemy commander. Do I actually have to do this? Please tell me I get to do it. Yeah! Oh my god, Hideko's down. Hey Takumi, you came to save us, huh? Thanks, brah. I hate to disappoint you after you came all this way, but we're totally headed for the game over here. Mr. Hideko's already out of action. I'm basically about to keel over too. Looks like we bought ourselves a one-way ticket to hell! Why don't we just accept it and all die together? If you've got energy to talk, you can still fight. Take out the weaker enemies first. You got it, boss! Jesus. 75? Okay.
I've got this.
I've got this!
My turn. Time to use it.
Fancies looks a little dangerous. This'll be perfect here. Here we go!
Unfortunately, I can't heal Hideko. She's not real. She's just an obstacle.
Thanks.
Here we go!
Here we go.
Okay, let's... You counter. Excellent. Great news for me.
Say when.
Okay. So check this out. Actually, it might be better to just try and get these guys down a little bit. Yeah, okay, let's check this out.
Ready when you are.
It's time to blow his ass up.
This should do it. Here we go.
Let me take some defense potions,
Time to
because
use it.
I don't know what his counter range is like.
Let's
Let's test it. Let's test the counter range. I can restart the turn if I need to. Okay, it's the whole area? Perfect. That's awesome.
My turn. This should do it. Ready when you are. Time to use it. Here we go.
It's blowing up your ass time.
Time to use it. Let's do this. This should do it. Ready when you are. Time to use it. Let's do this.
Okay, this is gonna hurt me a little bit, but it's okay.
Say when.
We can take another defense potion.
Time to use it. Let's do this.
We'll impact slash to do the most damage.
Damn it!
Some voltage up, some AP back, some more damage, some more. Oh, let me kill him! Let me kill him! God damn it! Anyone else get the feeling this commander's just playing with us? He's not even attacking. He's just standing there all menacing like. Every time. I can do it! Let me do it! Let me kick his ass! I guess he knows he doesn't need to get involved directly. We're already outnumbered and outclassed. It's only a matter of time until they overwhelm us. Damn it!
Oh.
You really are too dumb to live sometimes. Did you really think you could take on a commander with just two of you? Yes! I need you to know, Yugamu, the answer is fucking yes, because I'm based! Yugamu, what are you doing here? I told you to run! I'm just making the most logical choice I can. We can't afford to lose you, Takumi. We'll have no chance of winning the war if we do. That means our only choice is to do something about this guy so we can all get away. It wasn't much of a plan, but at least we had hope now. With three of us, we might just be able to pull it off. Yeah. Let's do this, guys. Give it everything you've got and take him down! This is worse now because I put my fucking mines in. Drive the boss back. Condition. Okay. Fucking. Whatever.
I'm good to go. Time for me to move. This'll do.
Ready when you are. My turn. Harder.
Harder.
Let's do this. Let's see you handle this. I'm spent. Let's go.
Oh, all my no. All my mines are gone. My apes gone.
Here we go. Say when.
Heals status effects, heals fatigue. Okay.
This should do
just
it.
take the stupid panacea. I just want my attack to be back up to normal.
Ready when you are. There. All right.
Fucking useless.
Let's do it to it!
Anything Dadami can really do here? Not really.
I can't wait. I'm good to go. I'll just put this here. Time for me to move.
So stupid. What? God damn it! Fucking shit! Stupid ass! I could. Let me do it. You know what? The next fucking actual defensive battle I do, fuck all of y'all. I'm just killing I'm killing everyone else. You're all going away, and it's just gonna be me and Takumi. I mean, that's what I do anyways. He really is just playing with us. An extra fighter or two is not gonna make any difference.
Oh.
For the love of murder, if he's gonna kill us anyway, he could at least go all out too. Half-assing it makes the whole thing feel cheap. This is why I hate fighting invaders. Don't give up. There has to be something we can do. Nah, dude, we're done. Let's charge in one last time and get blown to smithereens. I was wanting to go out like a bunch of dirty fireworks. Dirty fireworks reference. Dragon Ball. We're all out of options. Are we really gonna die here? Just when it seemed all hope was lost.
Take my cryptoglobin.
No! I heard Hidiko's voice, faint and weak, but still determined on my comm channel. Hideko, I thought you'd passed out. Never mind that. Just absorb my cryptoglobin. It's the only way. Absorb your cryptoglobin? What are you talking about? Am I not being clear enough? I want you to kill me. If I'm going to die anyway, you may as well take my power and save yourselves. But you're my friend. I could never kill you. I may die, but you still have hope. You'll still have the spare suit. Use it to figure out the sponsor's secret and defeat them. Kill me so you can survive. You can't be serious. There's no way I can do this. I'm not asking. I'm telling. Do it now. Take my power and survive. Darumi? For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Darumi had thrust a knife right into Hirako's back.
Mistress Hirako. Mistress Hirako. Your power flowing into me. I can feel you inside me.
I tried to stop her, but it was too late. As Darumi absorbed more and more of her blood, Hirako's body began to shrivel and dry up. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man! I've never felt this kind of energy before! I'm in the zone now! I feel like I could fly, like I could do anything! Yahoo! Darumi threw back her head and let out a crazed cry of elation, totally at odds with what had just happened. What? Don't you realize what you've done, Darumi? You just killed Hirako! Save the recriminations for later, Takumi. Now that it's reached this point, we have to see it through. But Hirako is... Darumi's overflowing with power right now. She might actually be able to beat that commander. Yugamo was right. Darumi was stronger than ever. She rushed around the battlefield like a berserker, swinging her weapons in every direction, even charging at the commander without the slightest trace of fear. No one can stop me now! By the time we were able to take stock of our surroundings, we realized the commander was no longer there. Did he just leave? Yeah, seems that way. Had we really won? Somehow it didn't feel real. Relax, he's gone. I don't sense any trace of his presence anymore. Also, the thing Hirako gave her life to get us is still here, and it's still intact. Yugamo held up the suitcase Hirako had brought from the school. It most likely had the spare suit of the sponsor's suit inside of it. We've done what we set out to do. Make no mistake, this is a win for us. It's just... we had to pay a pretty big price for it. Yugamo's gaze wandered to Hirako's body. It was bad enough that she sustained fatal damage trying to bail Darumi out, but then her cryptoglobin was absorbed by the very person whose life she'd saved. As for Darumi herself, she was just staring blankly up at the sky. I could only imagine how she felt, having just killed someone who'd been like a sister. Oh my god, Takumi, are you fucking stupid? Oh my god! You know what? Okay. To be fair to him, no, there's no fair explanation of anything. I was gonna make the thing that, oh, he doesn't speak dog. He didn't know what Darumi meant by no boys allowed in the Yuri zone. But like, Jesus Christ, man. Holy shit. Maybe the translation was more like someone who was protecting her like a big sister would. No one can be this blind to Yuri. Not even Takumi Straighto Atsuki. Nope. Takumi Straighto Sumino. Maybe something like that. No, it is. But before I could say anything.
Yeah.
Darumi? Her eyes rolled back in her head and she fell to the ground. Looks like she finally ran out of steam. You'll have to carry her for now, Takumi. I'll dig a grave for Hirako. Here's as good a resting place as her for any. Yugamo began digging with an old piece of wood, and when the hole was big enough, gently lowered Hirako's body into the ground. Hirako's kind of every kind of role model Darumi never had, in a sense. Yeah. A girlfriend, a person she wants to be in the future, a sibling that would protect her, like, and not beat her. Shrug.
Hiruko. I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
I could have done it, though. But I won't let your sacrifice be in vain. I'll use the suit you worked so hard to get us to figure out the sponsor's weaknesses, and then...
I'll defeat them and end this game. I promise.
But also very much Yuri. Very much Yuri. We returned to the school, determined to carry on what Hideko had started. Unfortunately... I have no idea where to even start with tech this weird. Gum and I had gone back to my room to look at the suit, but looking at it was about all we could do. Neither of us knew anything about electronics or wearable technology or whatever it was that made the suit tick. Analyzing how it worked and how to get past its defenses was going to be hard, if not impossible. Well, it's a protective suit made out of some kind of specialized material. That's about all I can say. Yeah, I can't figure anything else out either. How can something this flimsy block our attack so completely? We'd worked so hard to get it. This feels like such a waste.
Hey!
Darn it, if only we had someone with actual engineering knowledge on our side. As if in answer to my exasperated cry. And someone's here at this hour? You don't think it's a sponsor, do you? Not totally out of the question. They might have realized we got our hands on a suit just like theirs. The bell rang again. Pretending I wasn't here would only put off the inevitable. The sponsor was relentless. If I was going to die anyway, I might as well put up a fight, here and now. I took a deep breath and opened the door. Tsubasa? I definitely hadn't expected to see her standing on the other side. Since this game began, everyone except Yugamo and Hideko had been keeping their distance from me. Tsubasa's eyes were downcast. She looked like she might start to cry at any moment. Hey, what's wrong? Howdy, Tsubasa. You're looking pretty grief-ridden this evening. Is something bothering you? We'd be glad to listen if you want to talk about it. I have a feeling we're not the kind of people you really want to confide in, though. Yugamo's laid-back attitude did nothing to put Tsubasa at ease. Eventually, she did speak up on her own.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm so sorry.
And all of a sudden, she burst into tears. Calm down, Tsubasa. What's all this about? What are you apologizing for? Is it because you didn't let me join your team? You don't have to worry about that. I'm doing fine. No, that's not it. I was there, Takumi. I saw everything. When Hideko was fighting the commander, I was watching the whole time.
Huh?
Tsubasa was there too? I wanted to help. If I'd activated my Hemoanime, I could have used my car to get Hideko and Dotami out of there and bring them back to the school. I was so scared I couldn't move. And while I was wondering what I should do, Hideko got wounded and then she... I'm sorry, Hideko. I'm sorry, Takumi. I just stood there and let her die. I know apologizing won't fix this, but... I had no idea what to say. I knew all too well how much it hurt not being able to save someone. That's why I knew nothing I could say would take away that pain, but before I could even try... You're right, Tsubasa. A simple apology isn't going to cut it. Huh? Yugamo got there first, speaking in a harsh tone I hadn't heard him use before. You didn't save Hideko when you had the chance. That also put our lives in danger. That's not the kind of crime you could just wipe clean. Letting someone die is basically the same as killing them. And you had the gall to give Takumi the cold shoulder. At least he still has a shred of human decency in him. That's more than I can say for you. Yugamu! I know you're mad, but that's going too far. Tsubasa already feels terrible. She doesn't need you making it worse. No, it's fine, Takumi. He's right. I'm always like this. Whenever there's any kind of conflict, I just go with the crowd. When Gaku died, I suspected you because that's what everyone else was doing. It was the same when we decided to form teams. Everyone said to stay away from you, so that's what I did too. I never stand up and make important decisions for myself. And now Hideko is dead because of me. Dotami's probably heartbroken too. I could have stopped all that from happening. Wow, she really did see everything. She's probably still in shock. I'm a terrible person, aren't I? Treating my friends' lives with so little respect. It's so disgusting, it makes me want to puke. Tsubasa didn't stop at dry heaving. She vomited all over the floor, tears still streaming down her face. You're amazing, Takumi. You jumped right in to fight that commander and try and save Hideko. I can't believe I've been so awful to you all this time. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Takumi, for everything. I'd be lying if I said I was ready to completely forgive Tsubasa and call it all water under the bridge. But I wasn't going to hold anything against her, not when she was already suffering this much. Just the thought of that I was still capable of some kind of compassion was a comfort in itself. You can cry all you want. It's not going to erase what you did. The world wouldn't need the police if atonement was that easy. What's with you today, Yugamu? Tsubasa's made some mistakes, but you don't need to be so hard on her. Tsubasa, if you really want to make up for letting Hideko die, there's just one way.
Indirectly or not, you caused a death. Now you have a duty to save lives instead.
Save lives? But how do I... Just a suggestion, but how about you join up with me and Takumi? We're working on something that could save everyone, and we just so happen to need somebody with your particular skill set. I am so... This route and every choice I've made so far feels completely linear. Like, I don't know what would have happened if we didn't join the Invader Hunt, if we didn't team up with Yugamu, if we didn't save Darumi. Like, everything here seems so correct, you know? I'd be amazed if any of these other branches was written as nearly as well, you know? It's kind of like carrying on Hideko's legacy, too. This is what she gave her life for. Of course, it'll mean putting yourself in a lot of danger, but what do you say? Will you help us? Basa didn't say anything for a while. She just stood there, staring at her feet. Looks like if you don't team up with Yugamu, you just die. I doubt that. Then she nodded, as if she'd come to an important decision. Okay, I don't know what you guys are up to, but if it can save everyone, I'm in. So, what do you want me to do? When Tsubasa said that, Yugamu turned to me and winked.
Huh?
Now it makes sense. He made her feel worse so she'd feel like she had no choice but to join us to atone. Also, how do you know he winked? If he's got one eye under an eye patch. So, like, yeah, but we've seen those sorts of, like, one-line branches before. But they usually turn out to, not be a death flag, you know, or a complete route ender. I mean, probably. I don't know. It's been a while since we've seen a decision that closely monitored, you know? Yeah, I guess it does read like more of just a straight up ending. But we'll just see. We'll just see. At some point, eventually, maybe. I can't say I like that he manipulated her feelings like that, but we do need all the help we can get. Here's how it is, Tsubasa. How we'd form an alliance, and we got the suit. A spare suit? Whoa, awesome! It's the real thing! I see, Hideko risked everything to get us this.
Huh?
Yeah, but this stuff isn't really our area. We got no idea what we're supposed to do with it to learn anything useful. What do you think, Tsubasa? Do we need some kind of special machinery to analyze this thing, or what? Maybe we should take it to the metal shop. We don't want anyone to find out we've got this, though. Somewhere we can investigate without being seen, huh? I might be able to help with that. You see, there's a secret lab. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who knows about it. Are you fucking kidding me? Does Tsubasa just know about the secret lab and just not tell anyone else? When you guys see it, it'll knock your socks off. It's that crazy? You'll understand once we get there. Come on, I'll take you there now. Follow me. We gathered up the suit and left my room, letting Tsubasa lead the way to the secret lab she'd found. Is it Sire's lab? What the fuck? The Ray's stage area in the gym? What? This is your secret lab? I guess people don't come here all that often. Back up, guys. You're gonna fall. Go stand by the edge for a sec.
Huh?
Fall? Fall where? Tsubasa shooed us to the edge of the stage, then knelt down and began pulling on a broken floorboard. Yeah! All at once, the board came loose, and then... a hole? Peeling back, that one board had somehow made a huge hole appear in the stage. I happened to find a map of this room when I was fixing the corpse recovery drone program using the War Room computer. Sorry I've kept it a secret all this time. I always wanted a place like this so I could have all to myself. No, you made the right call. Now we have somewhere we can talk without worrying about being overheard. I'm gonna warn you, try not to be too shocked by what you see in there. Even if you are, try not to scream. It's like an echo chamber down there. Shock? Scream? What in the world is this lab? She fixed the drones, but I don't think she fixed the program, but it was just like checking them. I don't know if I can explain it all that well. It'll be easier to just show you. There's a ladder leading down. Come on, before anyone sees us. Yep, sure. We followed Tsubasa down the ladder and into the secret basement room. Sure enough, what greeted us at the bottom was something I'd never have imagined. Oh. I had to hold myself back from letting out a wordless cry of surprise. Inside the lab was a large machine that looked like some kind of spaceship. The escape pod. This is the escape pod. I'd seen it before, of course, at the end of my first 100 days here, but I never expected to see it here like this. Yeah, I was shocked when I first saw it, too. I knew it must be the pod you told us about. This place is probably designed to store it safely until it's needed. Is there any chance you can get it working now? I thought of that, but it's no good. It's locked up tight and there's no way to get in. We could probably force it open, but we can't exactly go into space with a damaged door. It must have security measures to stop anyone from using it from before day 100. That's the only time we're allowed to leave the school. Well, we can think about the pod later. Let's concentrate on the suit for now. Do you need any machinery from the metal shop? We can go get it for you. No, I should be fine. There's plenty of gear in here for me to get started. I looked around the lab. It was full of miscellaneous machines and equipment. Probably stuff Tsubasa had brought in already. There were also a lot of weapons for some reason. A fucking AK, a pistol, a revolver, 3 grenades, 9mm ammo, 7x39 rifle ammo, knife 1, knife 2, and a fucking nest zapper. That's what that is. That's not a gun. That's a nest zapper. I figured I'd make those and keep them here for emergencies, just in case we ever need a hole up in here. I've snuck some food supplies in too. Help yourself if you get hungry. It's a real stronghold down here. It'll make a perfect HQ for the anti-sponsor alliance. So, how are you going to investigate the suit's capabilities? You got any experiments in mind? You basically want to know how to break through this suit's defenses, right? Fastest way to figure that out is to try out a bunch of stress tests and see how it holds up. By testing its resistances to stretching, pressure, elastic, and plastic deformation, we can start getting a better idea of its fracture toughness. Deformation, fracture... Some of those terms were lost on me, but at least one of us knew what we were doing. Okay, well, let's get started. Figuring out the suit's weakness is only the first step. Once we've done that, we're taking the sponsor down. We spent the rest of the night testing and analyzing the suit in any way we could. And how's Dadame doing? Is she doing good? She hanging out? The next morning, I made my way to the leisure lounge where the sponsor was loafing around as usual. Ah, Takumi Sumino. What are you doing here so early? Did you miss me? You could say that. I wanted to see you anyway. Do you have time to talk? Hardly respectful attitude to take towards someone in my position. But I'll allow it. You are one of my most accomplished hunters, after all. Hunter, me? No need to be modest. Just take a look. The results speak for themselves. The sponsor gestured to one of the bees and brought up a display of the leaderboard.
I honestly didn't expect you to gain this much of a lead so quickly. The advent of a dark horse like yourself makes this game that much more exciting.
At some point, I'd made it all the way to number 2 in the rankings. Hideko had been at number 1 all this time, but now that she's dead, I was catching up. You've made impressive contributions to my little game. I was just thinking you deserve some kind of reward. A reward, huh? Since we're here, how about you play a game with me? Very well, if that's what you want. What shall we play? As I said before, I'm grateful to you for becoming such an accomplished hunter. I'm even willing to turn a blind eye if you ever want to bend the rules a little. That actually helps a lot, because what I want is a duel to the death. I'm going to fight you and I'm going to win. And then, I'm ending this stupid game of yours once and for all. So let's come to this. Very well, activate your class armor and Hemoanima. Attack me all you want. Your sword is no more threat to me than a blade of grass. The sponsor clearly didn't consider themselves in any danger. They stood there radiating absolute confidence, knowing that nothing I could do would hurt them. Nice of you to be so laid back about it, but I won't be attacking with my sword. I'll be using this crossbow. I brought out a crossbow Tsubasa had made with a gift-o-matic. Normally using a conventional weapon like this would be pointless, especially against an invincible opponent like the sponsor. Fool! What are you thinking turning something like that on me? Such insolence will not stand. A hunter should use Hemoanima! Just like that, the sponsor's confidence demeanor vanished and they began to panic. Looks like we were right about the suit's weakness. We performed every kind of stress test we could think of on the spare last night, and we discovered something very interesting. I knew it. This suit isn't actually all that strong. It'll distort from just a little force, and it's not that much tougher than a regular protective suit. A long knife or something could probably cut through it pretty easily. That doesn't make sense, though. If the suit is that weak, why don't any of our attacks work on it? Is this spare one a fake, maybe? Is it actually different from the sponsor's one? Now, what's the real thing? The material is the same as what the sponsor wears anyway. So why is this one so much weaker? I think it's not weak so much as built for purpose. What do you mean? Ever since I saw the suit, something about it has been bothering me. It looks like some kind of protective gear, so what is it supposed to protect its wearer from? Not sure I follow. Workers at nuclear power plants wear suits to protect themselves from radiation, right? And firefighters have ones to protect against high temperatures, and divers have ones for water pressure. Protective suits are made with specific hazards in mind, stuff that's only a threat in certain environments and scenarios. They're not a lot of use outside of those scenarios. Have you ever felt an actual radiation suit? They're basically paper thin. I think it's the same with this suit. It's designed to protect against one particular threat and nothing else. Protective gear for a specific threat. I desperately tried to think over what Tsubasa had said and what it could mean. What kind of scenario was the suit built for? That was obvious enough to protect the sponsor from our attacks. The first time we fought them, we'd attacked with every bit of hemo anima we could muster. But at the end, there was no damage. Our hemo anima had no effect at all. Put it together, you fucking idiot. It hit me like a bolt from the blue. I knew what this suit was for. I knew what threat it was guarding against. Of course, this suit is... That suit is designed to repel any and all hemo anima attacks. But the trade-off is that it's weak against regular attacks, isn't it? You're letting your imagination run wild. I am invincible. Your pitiful intellect cannot hope to understand my power. The sponsor's voice was calm, but they were clearly shaken. I had no doubt we were right about this.
Hey!
I only wish I'd noticed it sooner. The suit only blocked hemo anima attacks, not physical ones. It was such a simple weakness, but I could see why I hadn't thought of it until now. Our first encounter with the sponsor had totally demoralized us. We attacked with everything we had, our very strongest attacks, and not one of them had worked. This person is invincible, it's no use trying to fight them. That was the idea that had been implanted in our heads that day. After sowing that seed of doubt, we all accepted that we had no choice but to do what the sponsor said. But now we know the truth. Once a trick is exposed, the con artist behind it is finished, just like this game. I'm warning you, Takumi, stand down now and we can forget this ever happened. This is for my friends! I pulled the trigger and fired off 3 arrows in quick succession. They pierced the suit and buried themselves in the sponsor's body. There was no hiding it now. My attack had clearly done some damage. There were holes in the suit now. We weren't dealing with an invincible opponent after all.
We did it. Did you see, Hideko? We broke through the sponsor's defenses.
Yeah, but what about the bees? Not bad, Takumi Sumino. I'll confess I didn't think you'd ever figure out the secret of my suit. For this, at least, I must congratulate you. Gee, thanks, it's an honor, but it's your death I want, not compliments. Me? Die? Don't be ridiculous. The game has only just begun. And you're forgetting something, Takumi. This suit isn't the only weapon I have at my disposal. I still have... I heard a familiar cacophony of buzzing and beating wings as the bees flew down from the ceiling. They sounded angry. I'd broken a rule after all. I'd injured the sponsor. My suit may not be an immovable object, but my bees are as unstoppable a force as ever. What now, Takumi Sumino? Do you think you can defend against this? No, there's nothing I can do about your bees. If they attack now, I'd be riddled with holes and have every last ounce of my blood drained. If they attack me, that is. That's why I'm tagging in. Good work, Takumi. You played your part beautifully. But against someone with the proper protection, things wouldn't be so simple. What? Who are you? Why do you have that suit? It's me, Yugamu Omokage. Guess you can't tell because of the voice, huh? Apparently the voice changer came as standard with these suits. This one distorted Yugamu's voice to sound just like the sponsor's. We decided to borrow one of your precious suits for a little while. It seemed like the best way to stop me getting turned into a pincushion. The bee stingers were powerful, that much was true, but that was because they'd been augmented with hemo anima. The suits repelled any and all hemo anima attacks. With Yugamu wearing one, the bees were no threat at all. You and that suit have given us a lot of trouble. Now we're using the same technology to defeat you. You know how it is. What goes around comes around. Insolence! This will not stand. Don't you realize who I am? I am the one who spreads death across the planet. The all-seeing, the all-knowing Game Master. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut you off there. We really don't have time to listen to your final monologue. I'll take it from here, Takumi. Go! Right! We both started running. I ran for the door while Yugamu charged right toward the sponsor. The bees dutifully flew in to protect their master, but all in vain. Yugamu swatted them aside with one swipe of his arm, killing them instantly. That suit made him the worst possible opponent for them to go up against. Finally, Yugamu reached the sponsor. Then he opened his clenched fingers to reveal he was holding something. All it takes is one little hole to render protective gear practically useless. So the first thing we need to do is open a hole in the sponsor's suit. Any one of these ranged weapons should be enough to do that. Oh, that was the crossbow seen from the side. I see. Right, if the suit is weak against physical damage, a gun should do the trick. I'm no marksman, though. I'm probably more likely to hit my target with something like a crossbow. Once the suit is torn, the sponsor won't be immune to cryptoglobin attacks anymore. That's where this comes in. Stuff this bomb in the hole and the sponsor will get burned to a... No, take the helmet off! Who are they? Tsubasa held up a tiny mechanical sphere. This baby's filled with undying flames. All it needs is a little impact to detonate it. It's basically a downgraded version of the one we used on Veshinus. But I could only make one, so we only get one shot at this. If one of these bombs could destroy Veshinus, they could destroy anyone. That included the sponsor, whoever they really were. We had our plan, and all that was left was to assign roles and iron out the details. Tsubasa would stand ready with the fire extinguisher outside the leisure lounge in case anything went wrong. I'd use the crossbow to puncture a hole in the sponsor's suit. And Yugamu would be the one handling the most dangerous part of the plan, actually detonating the bomb. Are you sure about this, Yugamu? You'll have to get really close to the sponsor to put the bomb in their suit in the first place. If anything goes wrong, you'll be left wide open. Don't worry about that. I'm really good at ramming stuff into holes that look like they'd be too small to fit. I'm trying to be serious here. I'm gonna have to ask you to stick to the matter at hand and not make innuendo. Sure thing, Takumi. Or you can be the one sticking it to me if you prefer. You know me, I swing both ways. Thank you, bisexual Yugamu. Stay on topic, please. In spite of his usual devil-may-care attitude, I could tell Yugamu was serious. His fists were clenched tight. He was determined to end this game. Even if it meant risking his own life killing the sponsor, he was prepared to do what he needed to be done. Blah, blah.
Get away! Don't you dare touch me with those filthy hands!
Why does that sound like Kurata? Undaunted, Yugamu grabbed a hold of the sponsor. He slipped a miniature bomb into the hole in the suit, and then... one little hit, and the undying flames enveloped the sponsor's entire body. Our tormentor writhed in pain, convulsing like a crazed dancer. At some point, the sponsor's vocal cords must have burned away. They weren't screaming anymore, just making hollow choking noises. Even with the flames eating away at every fiber of their being, the sponsor held on to life for as long as they could. But finally... No, 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 no! It let out one less unnatural, almost inhuman scream. The flames still licking at their body, they collapsed onto the floor. Tsubasa and I stepped back into the lounge, and we stood there with Yugamu watching the sponsor burn. We didn't want to risk taking our eyes off them in case they suddenly came back to life somehow. Fear rooted us to the spot. We had to be sure. We needed to see this person die. They're really dead now, aren't they? Yeah, no one could possibly survive that. And we really won. We won. The moment I said the words, it suddenly felt a lot more real. We'd taken down the invincible sponsor and ended the invader hunt. Yo, what the hell is all this noise in here? We heard a weird voice shouting "Gee" or something. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard. Veshinus could survive it. It's true. There was an explosion, too. The others all came running in. The sponsor's death cries must have echoed all throughout the school. Takumi, Tsubasa, what are you guys doing? Get over here. That's right, you have to get away from the sponsor. Oh, of course, with Yugamu wearing the suit, they think he's the sponsor. Hey guys, you picked the perfect time to join us. Come warm yourselves by the fire. The fire? But it looks like there's a person in there. Vile fiend! Did you incinerate one of your friends for your sick entertainment? This has gone far enough. It is time for the holy Jumanji sword to cut you down. Wait, Kyoshika, I don't think that's the sponsor. It's Yugamu! Now you mention it, he does sound like him. What's the deal? What's going on here? If Yugamu's the sponsor and the sponsor's Yugamu, then who the heck am I? Thanks, Moko. Then who's driving the spaceship? Takumi, Tsubasa, you got some explaining to do. If that's Yugamu in the suit, where'd the real sponsor go?
Huh?
Just stay calm, okay? I'll explain everything. I took everyone through what our team had been doing. Starting with me, Yugamu, and Hideko forming our secret alliance. And how Hideko somehow knew a way for us to get our hands on a spare version of the suit the sponsor wore. That first mission had succeeded, but at the cost of Hideko's life. Then Tsubasa joined the alliance and figured out the suit's weakness, allowing us to put this plan into action. So you see, we don't have to worry about scores or executions anymore. It's over. We won. I thought they'd all be happy to hear about this. We just freed them from the life and death struggle we've been in since this game began, after all. What's the matter, guys? Is it really over, though?
Yeah.
The sponsor was so strong before, it's hard to believe you killed them just like that. Right, and we didn't see it happen for ourselves. You don't think we're lying to you, do you? No, that's not it, it's just... It's more like all this is happening so fast, and we weren't there for so much of it. It doesn't feel real, you know? And I was the one who was supposed to avenge Lady Kurata. Wow, this is not the reaction I was expecting. I'm not asking for a victory party or anything, but you can at least relax now. The sponsor's gone. Well, this is a real mood killer. You guys are gonna need some time, huh? Let's call it here for the day. We can always accept your praise and adulation later. With things still feeling awkward between us and the other teams, we went our separate ways, and I returned to my room. A Gi Leaper was not on my bingo card.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to...
Wow. The morning announcement played just as I got back to my room. Yeah, I guess I should get some rest. I mumbled to myself vaguely and practically threw myself at the bed. The moment my head hit the pillow, I felt a gratifying sense of accomplishment welling up inside me. We did it, Hideko. We defeated the sponsor. All thanks to you. My grief from losing Hideko hadn't gone away, but now I knew that she hadn't died in vain. A Gi-infected Dotomi Leaper, possibly, maybe. But from when? But from where? As far as I know, so far in our timeline, the Gi only appeared as a result of leaving the academy. Somewhere in here, Dotomi and Gaku took the Gi back to the school and got in there, right? And the only Gi were the female Gi spawner. What's this? Will you spend time with Nozomi or Hideko? I can't believe I didn't realize I didn't do that route for finishing up Slasher. Jesus. Fuck me. I'm stupid. Denny too. Fool that I am. But yeah, the only people that got infected by the Gi would be Sumino, and then all the bones. I don't listen to chat. Your chat. Listen, we'll do that at some point. Probably after this route, honestly. We'll see what happens, you know. All right. Remind me when I'm done clearing out this route and I'm looking for a new route to go down. Though I'll probably go with Scary Ghost route, just to see, you know. We'll see what happens. The others would come around. They just needed time to process it. No more turning against each other. No more killing game. We can finally be a real team again. Maybe even friends. No. Comforted by that thought, I closed my eyes. From here on, we'd all live a fun, peaceful life. That was how I wanted the rest of our 100 days here to go. Just like the better times we had last time around. Maybe we could hold another barbecue party. Or a festival. Maybe we could all go to the beach together. That'd be a nice change of pace. Yep, where's Fishhead Takumi? Where's Fishhead Takumi? He should be sitting here. Fun, peaceful life in the middle of a war. I think he still thinks Vecious is dead. Still imagining all those different possibilities, I felt myself drifting off to sleep. But then my doorbell started ringing. A visitor at this hour? I really don't feel like getting out of bed right now. I decided to pretend I hadn't heard. Whoever it was and whatever they wanted, it could wait. My dreams were calling me. All right, I'm coming. I dragged my tired body out of the bed and stumbled to the open door. I opened it and... Yugamu, what are you doing here? Please don't tell me you want to hold another meeting. Can't we do it tomorrow? Sorry, Takumi, I think it might be a little soon for us to be celebrating. What does that mean? The sponsor's dead, we made sure of that. The three of us had stood and watched as the master of the killing game burned away to ashes. There was absolutely no way they could still be alive. The sponsor's dead, all right, but the bees are a different story. While we were fixated on watching the sponsor die, they all flew off. Some of them might still be lurking in the school somewhere. But now the sponsor's not here to control them anymore. Wouldn't they just leave? The thing about bees is they don't like to change their habits all that much. We're better off getting rid of them here and now so they don't start building nests and breeding. Great, so now we're exterminators? I wish I could put off the job until later, but I knew I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt because of those bees. All right, I guess we should go look for them. How are we going to do this? I'll handle the schoolyard and the rooms on the first floor. You take the second and third. If you hear even the tiniest hint of buzzing, get out of there and come find me. I'll put on the suit and take him out. Yugamu stole the protective suit Hideko had gotten for us. At least with that around, there was no danger of the hemoanima augmented insects killing us. With that, Yugamu and I set out to check the campus for bees. I shouldn't just wander at random. I'll see if anyone's okay and ask if they've seen anything first. Hey, Ava, have you seen any bees, or do you hate me? Ava sat in her cage, still looking as dejected as I'd left her earlier. She's probably still in shock at not being allowed her mask back. Are you going to be chased by bees now? I hope not. Well, thanks for the input, Ava. Hi, Moko. You seen any bees? Hey, how's it going, champ? What was that all about? Takumi, thank you so much for taking down that scumbag who killed Kurata. I'm so happy that tears of joy just won't stop coming. You're my absolute hero now. Best wrestler ever. Instant Hall of Famer, no question. I'm not a wrestler, though. It's nice to see you're so happy. Hey, Moko, we're checking to see if any of the sponsors' bees are still... V! Moko? Ricka-racka, firecracker, sis-boom-ba. Everybody hustle, woo! Victory! Moko might be a little too happy. I don't think I'll get any useful information out of her. Hey guys, what about you two? Are you liking me now that I took care of the sponsor, or... Oh, Takumi, perfect timing. For what? Kyoshika has something she wants to say to you. Don't you, Kyoshika? Nozomi pushed Kyoshika forward. Sir Takumi, for avenging Lady Kurata's death, well... And for my rudeness up until now, that is to say, I'm... Kyoshika trailed off, unable to look me in the eye. An awkward silence stretched out between us. Sorry, Takumi, I think Kyoshika needs more time to get her head together. She wants to apologize to you, but she's not sure how or where to start. It's fine, she really doesn't have to apologize. It's all in the past now. It's nice of you to say that, but this is something she needs to do before we can put it behind us. Just give her a little more time, okay? Sure, whatever you need. You know where to find me. After that awkward phase when they were calling me the Grim Reaper, I was finally back to being able to talk to Nozomi and Kyoshika normally again. I found myself getting a little choked up. All that hard work of defeating the sponsor had been so worth it. Nozomi Gaming! Yo, Shoma. How's it feel not being on the chopping block anymore, my guy? Thank you! Dotami has been passed out. I'm assuming she's still passed out and just in her room. I would assume so. But, you know, I don't know. Whoa, what's with you all of a sudden? If you hadn't ended the killing game, I would have been the one getting executed at the end of this round. By defeating the sponsor, you saved my life, Takumi. I never got the chance to say thank you this morning, so now I have to make up for that. You've given an insignificant dust bunny like me a second chance at life. I'm eternally grateful. It's okay, Shoma, really. I mean, this is a victory for all of us. By the way, have you seen any of the sponsors' bees around today? Thank you. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any useful information out of him. Yo, Takemaru. Sponsor hasn't shown up here all day. Level with me, Takumi. Were you serious? Did you really kill that bastard? Yeah, I didn't do it alone, though. Yugamu, Tsubasa, and even Hideko. They all put their lives on the line to make this plan a success. And now the sponsor is gone. We don't have to compete against each other anymore. Loosen up, Takamaro. You're allowed to be happy the invader hunt is over. You idiot. I got no right to be happy at a time like this. What do you mean? I'm so damn pathetic. I pushed you away, talked all that shit about you being shady, then went ahead and let you do all the hard work and save our asses. For real, I hate myself so much. I wish I could just drop dead. Don't say that. You survived the killing game. Your life is precious. What's so precious about a life you gotta live in shame? Sorry, man. I can't be around you right now. And hey, sorry about all that stuff. I'll find a way to make it up to you. Tell me information? His eyes downcast, Takamaro slowly trudged away. You really don't need to do that. Everyone's still not listening to him. Yeah, it's still pretty, like, cold shoulder. It's just like, you know, everyone's like, oh, we have to start listening to you now, and they're, like, still adjusting to that fact. What? The sponsor's beasts are still alive? I only said they might be. I hope we're wrong, but we have to make sure. Can you think of anywhere they might be able to hide, Tsubasa? Honestly, I don't know if this is relevant, but since you're asking, I did hear some weird noises coming from that room on the first floor. You know, the one with the strange machines? What kind of noises exactly? It almost sounded like people talking, but there's no way someone would be hiding out in a creepy place like that, right? What the fuck? 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 In the pod room? In the pod room? Okay. Is the reason that the sponsor said that none of the area inside the school was valid because they wanted the pod room completely to themselves during the day so that they could multiple Atos. Consider. You know what? It was probably just my imagination. It didn't sound anything like bees anyway. The room with the strange machines, it's probably nothing, but maybe I'll check it out just in case. Gi voices, also possible. Alright, Yugamu. I investigated everything. You're still here, Yugamu. Weren't you gonna search the first floor? I thought I'd check on Darumi before I start. She's still out cold, you know, slumbering away like an enchanted princess. I guess she must have taken a lot of damage fighting that commander. Yeah, not just physical damage either. She did murder the only person she's ever cared about with her own two hands, after all. Right, there was no other way out of that situation. Darumi still killed Hideko. Maybe she was in shock, staying unconscious to avoid dealing with the guilt and pain of that act. Gotta wonder what effect Hideko's cryptoglobin is going to have on Darumi going forward. It's gonna be a real blast finding out. Everybody seems to be okay, but I didn't get any hints about the bees. Closest thing would be what Tsubasa told me about that room. She said she heard people talking inside. Maybe the bees buzzing and wings beats just sounded like voices through the door. I made my way to the weird room to check it out just in case. What I saw there was... I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The strange sound behind the door wasn't bees, it was the sponsor who was supposed to be dead. And there were two of them. How are they still alive? If I don't stop them, the killing game will just start all over again. But I can't fight them alone. I'll go find Yugamu first. I quickly whirled around running for the exit. However, I was suddenly tackled and pinned to the floor.
Hey! Let me go!
I can't let them kill me. If I let them run loose in the school, more of my friends will end up dead. I need to get away and tell everybody they're here. Injection. I felt a sharp pain in my nape. Did I get injected with something? As soon as I felt it. My vision turned hazy. Two of them, that could be Hideko and Takumi again. But, like, my consciousness started to fade. No, I can't pass out now. Everyone will die. We have nothing to do with the invader hunt. I heard someone mutter those words near my ear. Or at least I thought I did. Okay, so it is other leapers. I see. My back hurts. For some reason, my bed feels really hard today. Did I fall out of bed at some point and spend the rest of the night on the floor? No, you're still in the strange room? Seriously? This isn't my room. I opened my eyes and looked around. I was in the room with the weird machines. What am I doing in here? Why was I waking up in a creepy place like this? I had no reason to be here, did I? Wait, now I remember. Yugamo asked me to help look for the bees. My memory's coming back now. We were looking around the school, making sure the sponsors' insect meetings weren't still lurking somewhere. I couldn't remember anything from after I came into this room. It's all a blank. Was somebody else in here? Did they attack me? If anyone or anything had reason to attack me, it would be the bees. I was one of the people responsible for their master's death, after all. Maybe they wanted revenge? But if that was what happened, Yugamo, Tsubasa! The bees could be after them as well. I dashed out of the room in a panic. I ran all over the school looking for my friends. I checked both their rooms, all the classrooms, library, and then finally... the cafeteria? Oh, Tsubasa Yugamo, you're okay. I've been looking for you everywhere. I opened the door to the cafeteria to see the two of them sitting there, eating and talking like nothing was wrong. Yeah, what's up, Takumi? You're sweating like crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, you look more excited than a bitch in heat. Jesus, Yugamo? They were both fine. I'd been worried over nothing, thank God. Sheesh, don't scare me like that. I think we should be the ones saying that to you. Anyway, now that you're here, you might as well join in the strategy meeting. Yugamo and I were just talking about how to organize our search for the QB liquid. The fuck?
Huh?
What are you talking about? The QB liquid. Come on, you can't have forgotten already.
Huh?
I've never even heard of this stuff before. For real? But I explained it to you this morning. This morning? But we were fighting the sponsor this morning. That was yesterday. Yesterday? Something wasn't right here. We got the spare suit yesterday, and then this morning we defeated the sponsor. Hey, Takumi, what day do you think this is? It's day 31 of... It's day 32, Takumi. Huh? No, that couldn't be right. If today was day 32, that would mean I spent an entire day lying unconscious in that weird room. Maybe you've got a concussion. You did hit your head pretty hard. I did? When did that happen? You forgot that too. Yesterday, that's day 31. You tripped and hit your head. I don't remember that at all. Was it while I was looking for the bees? So what happened with the bees? Did you find any nests or hives anywhere? Nope, not a single one. Guess I was just being paranoid. Takumi, do you really not remember? Sorry, I don't remember a thing. You were acting pretty strange back then. Maybe the damage is worse than we thought. Oh, other Takumi came in. I see. You should take it easy today. I might come back to you once you rest up a little. Sure. This whole thing still didn't make much sense to me, but I did like they said and spent the rest of the day in my room. I'm surprised that I don't know anything about this route, about it being required or being anything important. And like, it's got leapers, it's got gi. I mean, it makes sense it's on this route, but like, Jesus. Bing bong. I did notice that it was morning still, but I didn't catch that it was day 31 when we started in day 32 now. I didn't catch that slip. But yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. I think that's honestly a good place to end it here.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
We'll let Takumi have his nightly thoughts, and then we'll leave.
Well then, good night.
We'll call it a day there. Time to go to bed. It's now the night of day 32. I'm missing a whole day's worth of memories. I know I'm not going to get them back just by thinking hard, but still, this is unsettling. What if I wake up with even more gaps in my memory tomorrow? When I think about it that way, I'm kind of scared to go to sleep. Why is this weird stuff still happening? We'd overcome one ordeal only to be faced with another right after. And here I thought beating the sponsor meant our luck was starting to turn. No, being negative about it won't help me now. QB liquid, could be the thing they need to kill the gi? The thing they inject into Takumi to save him. Yeah? Yeah, queen bee. Something like that. Some sort of queen bee fluid, that or allows us to gain control over the bees, or I don't know. I gave my cheeks a light slap and took a deep breath to get myself together. If I let a little something like this get me down, we'll never make it to day 100. I have to stay strong. I need to be prepared to put everything on the line for my friends, just like Hideko did. And thus ended my 32nd day at Last Defense Academy. And we're not gonna see day 33. Shut up. We save. And we leave. Good job today, guys. We got through a lot. We'll do our nightly, not nightly, but like our regular gallery review to see what we've seen. And assist as needed. Take care of it. Just clear them out. Got a few new events, definitely. A lot happened in like a week. Yeah. All right, there's Box of Blessings route. All right, here's Cult. Here's Slasher. No, this is Secret. Here's Slash. That's so funny. Yeah, I do know now that this CG is from Beyond Storylock 3 because otherwise it's in the area for the Storylock 3 route. This was Takumi and Hideko. Right? Like that's confirmed basically. This is just from their perspective. That's why it's here. Romance route. Slasher route. Man, that's... Okay. This looks like the same art as the sponsor dying. I guess they just took someone in a suit being burned and sort of just flipped it and made a couple of changes. Okay, zombie route. Comedy. Okay, sponsor. Here we go. It's different. It's barely different. Kurara. It's interesting to see whose names are spelled with katakana versus kanji. So Kurara is not a kanji name. Moko is not a kanji name. Tsubasa is not a kanji name. It's still... they're all still hiragana. They're not katakana. Sorry. But yeah. Those guys get excluded. Gay person flash step. Terrible. Sad. We hate it. Doing it. Stabbing him. The bees. Fuck the bees. Whoops. That was on, like, 7, right? Yeah. And burning in a fire. This is the same art. This is the same art. This one's different. This one's the same. You see? You see the similarities? You see it. The second one is the same pose. Yeah, exactly. All right. That's everything we've gotten so far. All right. Well, thank you all again. And we'll be doing Monster Hunter Wilds on less flames in the background. Yeah, but it's the same, like, it's the same art of the suit doing that pose. I'm pretty sure it's just the same art because, you know, it's really easy to just transpose the art if you're doing, like, layers and shit. But yeah, Wednesday will be Monster Hunter Wilds again, and Friday will be more Last Defense Academy. We will continue with the Somnium Files, No Sleep for Kaname Date, as soon as they fucking give me the game! Thank you all for coming, and I hope you have a good night. Bye! Good night, everyone. Bye. 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 Good night. All right. Here we go.